Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Ref the District's first live party of the 2023-2024 season. It is preseason even for us, so we're going to work out the bugs with you, but we appreciate you joining us. I'm Nathan. That's the Stoner, and I just realized we're on opposite sides of the camera there, sir. So let's get that corrected as it is here. New score sheet for you. We're testing some things out. We do appreciate everybody already in the comment section watching. Lots of excitement here as we got Tommy T, Nicole, everybody doing that. I don't know why that's popping up in my face right now. Facebook warning. Daniel in the house, John in the house as well. We appreciate everyone. Doug here, Trout. Thank you. Congratulations are in order as we did hit the 3K mark. We appreciate the support for everyone as we continue this jersey on to 10K. It is going to be a fun preseason game, Stoner. Although there's going to be quite a few names, people, of star power missing from this Monday night game. Who is out for today?
Well, offensively, I think the only starter, the presumed starter that's going to be out is Charles Leno Jr., which is your left tackle, which ain't great when you've got that Sam Howell's blind side, but probably Cornelius Lucas will start in his spot. Defensively, it's the opposite. It's pretty much every defender, starting defender, is not playing, except for your linebackers, Cody Barton and or Jamin Davis, and Manny Forbes is playing. That's the most recent information that we have. But everybody else, the entire starting defensive line, to include your backup, unless you're talking about your fifth guy, which is Fedarian Mathis, your two safeties, Forrest and Curl, your two corners, Fuller and St. Juice, two of your three corners, they're all not playing. So don't get too excited to try and see them. It's preseason.
It is on the opposite side. We will not see Lamar Jackson either, unless John Harbaugh wants that fourth quarter heroics to come in and try to save the day.
Yeah, would be awesome.
As he did for the rushing record. That would be something. That would be something. I don't think it's going to come down to that, Stoner. I predicted earlier that Washington's going to win this one 26-17. What do you got?
Specific number.
Oh yeah. What do you got early on? Of course, it's a crapshoot with the with a preseason game. But what do you got here as the final?
Well, if you look at Baltimore's starters who are not playing, they have a lot of guys out as well, to include their entire starting secondary, most of their starting defensive linemen. Of course, their top two quarterbacks are not playing. Lamar, of course, is not playing. Tyler Huntley is still injured. Mm-hmm. He's not like seriously injured, but injured enough that he's not playing. So you're going to see Josh Johnson. And who's the fourth guy? Brown. Oh, wait, I already forget the guy. He was with them last year. I already forgot. Sorry, I forgot the fourth stringer for the Baltimore Ravens. But you're going to see those two. So, having said all that, we're going to see a ton of Jake Fromm against those guys. Let's see. I will go with Jake Fromm and the boys, but I think it's going to be low scoring. Not too low scoring. I like your score. That's not bad. How about Commanders 23, Baltimore 22.5? 23 to 22.5. Gotta get that half
point in there. Clifton's going to go with 24-17.
Not bad.
This is going to be a very interesting game, Stoner, as it's been reported that Washington will play the starters that are playing for at least a quarter, possibly some more. What are we going to look at with how many snaps is Sam Howell going to get?
Well, that was a surprising statement, I thought. I mean, totally you'd want that to happen, but without certain guys, and you're not going up against basically a number one defense. You're going up against backups all on defense. What is that really going to prove to your starting offense if they're out there for a quarter and a half? But they need the work. Sam Howell needs the work. He needs that timing when the bullets are flying, as I like to say all the time. So they're going to be out there for quite a bit. I like it. I'm happy about it. The more Sam Howell, the better.
Yeah, I think that this is one of those things that I personally would like to see him out there as much as possible. QB is a position where reps matter.
Oh, yeah.
So even preseason reps, that's going to be good. You have Patrick Mahomes, you have Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is slated to play this weekend, this upcoming weekend here. So why not play Sam Howell? As far as missing Charles Leno, he is a quality starter, or at least a adequate starter for the Commanders here.
Mhm.
Drop off though to Cornelius Lucas is not very significant though.
It's not huge. You're right.
Yeah, it's not Trent Williams to you or I.
Right.
It's Charles Leno to Cornelius Lucas. So I think that they'll be fine to go through some reps. And also, this is where I want to see from Eric Bieniemy, what do you have if this offensive line is going to cause us problems throughout the season? What do you have in your book to make this game easier for Sam Howell?
Yeah, I agree with all of that. And something they're kind of setting themselves up for, maybe we're not talking about this enough. If the offense goes out there and doesn't look good against the twos of a defense that's already not expected to be the
ravaged and
Ravens defense, and they go out there and they struggle, then you're running into a confidence issue. Then you're going to hear it from the media and the fans all week. And you got a game on Saturday. You got the shortest turnaround. You go from a Monday to a Saturday. Nobody's going to play on the Saturday. So this is what will stick in everybody's minds until
going into the Cardinals game.
Yeah,
that's a good point because, and this is another reason to play Sam Howell as often as you can today. If you're not planning on playing him at all against Cincinnati come Saturday,
right.
Why not let him get the reps in?
Right. Yeah. Perfectly said. I think what they probably end up doing is, regardless of when it happens, whenever they have a solid drive, and it doesn't have to be some 10-play, 72-yard drive that results in a touchdown, but just a solid drive. Maybe it's a 6-play drive, you get a field goal out of it. That's going to be it. Whether it's been 1 possession, 3 possessions, 5 possessions, they want to end on a positive note.
Sure.
Yeah. So that's what I think they'll end up.
Well, we got some good notes here as Daniel saying 21-17. Doug going the opposite end, 22-20. We do have Kamal coming over from the Ravens flock in here as well. Gus Bus 23-22 Commanders. Justin Tucker missing a 65-yard field goal to keep the Ravens streak alive. Let's see. That'd be something else. Justin Tucker, not known for missing too many, even given that defense.
Length.
Clifton asking for the offense to play for 2 quarters. Right now, they're slated to play 1. Any of the starters that you are willing to give a break?
Offensively,
yeah,
that I'm willing to give a break.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll be honest. I wouldn't play the starters if I'm the coach. I wouldn't play them. I don't think you have a whole lot to gain other than obviously the reps. But they got more reps last week against this same team for 2 straight days. They got more reps than they'll get here tonight. They've seen what they need to see, to me. So I wouldn't start any of the starters at all.
Not even Sam Howell.
No, I just wouldn't. I would just protect him that way. So, but I understand them starting him. I understand him putting him out there, but I wouldn't. Heck no.
Yeah. Number 1 name right now in the comment section is going to be Terry McLaurin, sporting his jersey, though probably not for long. The AC isn't working upstairs right now, so it's like 90 degrees.
Yeah.
But this is going to get removed here very shortly. But yeah, Terry McLaurin would be one, especially as if you're going by name, a guy who doesn't need the reps. The only thing is, if a Sam is in, I'd like for him to have time with the starters. Just get that timing off. You have a great catch by Jahan Dotson that went for a touchdown just last week against the Browns, but that was a little off, right? It was a great catch by Jahan. It was a good decision by Sam. Pass was just a little bit off, but within the catch radius, meaning like 10 feet of Jahan Dotson. And therefore he caught it and made the touchdown. But you don't want to have to rely on that. You want to be able to get there early and get that timing down to where everything is in motion. So, but the wide receivers would be Jahan Dotson, Terry McLaurin would be his starters, who I think would need, or could deserve a break. Offensive line starters need to be in there as often as much, because that is also a position group that will get better the more they work together.
But you got a couple of guys banged up a little bit, though, right?
Yeah, you do. You do.
Sadiq and Wiley, and of course Leno's not even playing. So you want those guys out there? You want Wiley and Sadiq out there if they're a little bit banged up?
I mean, if they further aggravate something even mildly, then sure, you can pull them away, let them rest up. But if they're able to go, I would like that unit to start to gel together.
Okay.
Stunner, we mentioned on the defensive side of the ball, pretty much none of the defensive starters are playing. I'm going to let you vamp long enough for me to remove this jersey.
It's too hot.
Cool down. Yeah, it's way too hot. I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't wearing it prior to the show starting. And then like 3 minutes left, I was like, let me go get this jersey on because I got to wear a jersey for the stream. It is 93 degrees in this room right now. So I'm going to take off the jersey. I still have some Washington gear underneath. But it's just a t-shirt, not the same team though, but we'll get to that in a moment. But talk to our listeners and viewers right now about who on the defensive side that is playing that you want to see something big from.
Yeah, absolutely. So Gus wants Nathan's got his OnlyFans because he's only using fans. Good one, Gus. Gus always comes up with some good stuff. But defensively, who do I want to see? Well, I want to see Jamin Davis. Jamin Davis. So you didn't get to hear the joke, and you never will. So sorry. Don't anybody who's
go
in
back
here
for that one.
Everybody's in here. Don't tell Nathan the joke that we just told. Jamin Davis, I want to see what he does out there a little bit. But then when you start talking about the backups, a guy who's gotten a lot of run, or a couple of guys have gotten a lot of run, are Andre Jones Jr. He's gotten a lot of talk the last couple of weeks. And then Percy Butler. Those are a couple of backups that have gotten a lot of run the last week, in the last couple of weeks. So I want to see what they do. Of course, you always want to see your rookies. You want to see how they fare. You want to see Stromberg. You want to see, maybe I don't want to see Braden Daniels, but you want to see you want to see a Quan Martin. That's a big one that you really want to see because he's expected to provide a pretty good amount of input on this defense throughout the year. He is a depth piece. Like he is regarded as the next person up once you get through the first three. Yeah. And then what about I got to see this Casimir Allen. The knock on Casimir Allen, well, I know you talked defensively, but I kind of switched it around a little bit. Casimir Allen, the knock against him is he can't run a route. And when he does finally run a proper route, I mean, he can run a route. He can't run a proper route very well.
Not as sharp as it needs to be at the NFL level.
The problem is the guys who, when Casimir Allen does run a proper route and gets open, he's dropping a lot. Mm-hmm. So he's fighting for a roster spot. Are they going to be able to keep a guy basically who's not going to be able to play a receiver? Not this year. I'm not saying he can't develop, but this year he's not going to be able to play the receiver position. So they're going to be able to keep a guy who is only a kick returner and punt returner. So that's another guy I'm looking for. Are there any guys particular you're looking for?
I think that's some good names here. If we're going to go back to the defensive side of the ball, I like that you brought up Jamin Davis as somebody who needs to kind of show again that he is developing. We've seen a lot of flashing from Cody Barton. Mm-hmm. Cody Barton seems to be taking over the lead linebacker role. He's often the one we're seeing in 5-1-5 sets, or even if they're bringing down Cam Curl as kind of a pseudo linebacker. That's we're not seeing Jamin Davis out there. So I want to see him develop, and he was doing pretty well at the end of this last season. Where is his growth now? Yeah. Percy Butler had big expectations, even as a 4th round rookie. I like that you brought him up. Quan Martin is another excellent one. How about the guys? I mean, Danny Johnson is out right now with a shoulder injury. Who's stepping up in that spot? Because Danny Johnson was looking good in camp. He's looking like he is going to be that piece after Quan Martin. And they're only going to keep so many, defensive backs and cornerbacks. So is Wild Goose going to show up? Who else is on this roster? Castro Fields. These guys need to solidify themselves as an option back there for the defense.
Yep.
So that'll be pretty big. On the offensive side of the ball, some of the players, you mentioned some of the end of roster players. I'm going to mention some of the guys who are the next person up right now. That's Cole Turner. That's Bates. What are they bringing to the table? We've joked or talked about how Bates is, just really a tight end, or not a tight end, but a tackle and a tight end number, or that he's the dollar store version of Jason Witten. Well, we need to see more of that. We need to see him getting himself into space, making plays. We need to see Cole Turner, who a lot of us were really excited about going into, last season, even as he was a 5th round rookie, but he made plays. He's a big target. He makes those contested catches. Where is he at in the red zone? Let's see some of these guys kind of blossom and work with, Sam Howell, Jacoby Brissett. We'll see where it's going to go there.
Yep.
So
agree with all of that. Here's something that's pretty cool. Off to another world. Watching you guys at the stadium is cool, but it's hard on the phone. Well, hopefully in the very near future, it's not going to be that hard because Verizon is now a major sponsor, and maybe they'll upgrade the Wi-Fi in the stadium. Although if you don't have Verizon, they may kind of block the others so that you will get Verizon. They've been known to do that.
Just throttle a little bit there.
Yeah, let us know off to another world if you can hear us at all. What the vibe is there. I'm looking at it on TV. It's there's going to be 25,000 fans, probably not very much.
Yeah,
That's
we
typical.
heard someone had commented earlier that there's a good crowd there. Definitely not packed. It is the second season. I'm interested because I went to last year's Baltimore preseason game, and there was more purple than there was burgundy. Even on the Commander side of the field, I want to see that there is a strong group of Commanders fans out there. A lot of people with you on the Andre Jones love. It is important for this team to find the next best pass rusher.
Yeah.
They have Chase Young. They have Montez Sweat. Both of them are in contract years here. Very unlikely you're keeping both next year.
Yep.
So if you even keep one,
yeah.
So who are these next guys? Are if is it Casey Tuhill? Is this Bradley King? Is this a free agent, or is this going to be?
No, I'm talking about those guys you're mentioning.
Both
They're
of them
also
will be
free agents. Yep.
Yeah, KJ Henry, Andre Jones. Who's going to get there? Doug saying Kaz is not worth it. We'll see. I mean, he offers a lot of boom or bust, especially on the returns. But last owner, you mentioned he's not a very reliable wide receiver.
Correct.
One of the reasons why Mr. Stelia girl Dax Milne has stayed on this roster since being drafted is because he runs a crisp route and he catches the ball.
Yeah.
He's nothing exciting. Maybe if he hits the open market, he heads over to Belichick in New England and he becomes the next Wes Welker.
Yeah.
But that's just not in the books for him here. He's just a serious depth piece as far as the wide receivers are going. Good shot of the stadium there. Definitely a lot of empty seats here as we head into preseason game 2 with the Baltimore Ravens headed down to FedEx Field, taking on our Washington Commanders. Hopefully we do get a lot of starters here. So that way we have, I don't know how much we could really talk about some of these back end guys with Jake Fromm, but we will make it work. We appreciate all the support in the channel. This will be our only game live for the preseason.
Yep.
So we won't be bringing you the Cincinnati game. We did not bring the Browns game. We will be breaking down all of them. So look for our Day After Reckoning tomorrow. Look for a Day After Reckoning after the Cincinnati Bengals game. But not live. We will be live for week 1 against the Cardinals. Of course, you can catch us pretty much every night with your daily Commanders update or a live show. So tomorrow will be Day After Reckoning, and then Wednesday will be our live show. A couple daily Commanders updates there for Thursday, Friday, and we will have a game preview for you on Saturday as well for the Bengals. So lots of stuff. EP in the chat. She didn't want to join me. Again, I mentioned it is 93 degrees in this room right now. So, yeah, it's a little warm. I have a fan blowing right on me. I am rocking the World Series shirt here for our Washington Nationals. I just had
nice.
to after the World League World Series victory that they had over the hated Phillies. Yes, Allison, I know that you're in the chat. Hate the Phillies.
That's right.
Hate the Phillies.
Somebody, was it Gus Bus? Let me look. Oh, Metaphor. Asking about the our little scoreboard upgrade. Yep, we did upgrade a little bit, but it's going to be even better.
Yes.
When we get to the regular season. This is our preseason as well.
This is literally Nathan has 10 minutes prior to the show I was without internet, Stoner.
Yeah.
Since Friday morning.
Can you all imagine being without internet for the entire weekend?
So I finally get internet back this evening, and I'm scrambling to log into the streams. I'm trying to, and I just pulled up the first one, which, by the way, it doesn't look too terrible. It's not very fancy, but we do have it. Commanders, Ravens, little score from scorecount.com. Shout out to that team. But it'll be pretty easy here to adjust. So just some clicking as I just did full screen. So that was interesting. But yeah, see, look at that.
Oh, nice.
But that's not too bad here. I'm going to reset that score. But there you go.
You know what? You should reach out to them and tell them that when you do the settings, that shouldn't stream. You know what I mean? You can see you doing the settings and all that stuff. But
yeah,
anyway,
that's fair.
Cool.
My favorite thing about this right now actually is the timeouts. Being able to
you need to put them in there.
List how many timeouts the team has. I like that. I always thought that was something we were missing, but our old system was a little bit clunky. So yeah, thanks for noticing that one. Gregory in the house with the Wolves there. So let me make sure I get that one and not a rim shot like I did last time. There's some howling with the Wolves there from Gregory. It's going to be, I think, a good game here. Longest active preseason. Why is this a thing, Stoner? Let's talk about this right now. Why?
Because it's the only thing. What else is there to talk about? That's why.
Anything other than 24 games in preseason.
Yeah.
In preseason, I mean, I guess there's some novelties like they're showing on screen here. Lamar Jackson was in Louisville in 2015, but
that's how long ago it was.
There was a Kamal, you're a Baltimore fan. How much and we saw quite a few comments, by the way, that we were admonishing how important this was. Sam Cosme was getting picked up by national media for him talking about how it's such a nothing record. Baltimore fans came out very strong, and they told us this matters to Baltimore fans.
Yeah.
Why does it matter to Baltimore fans? Somebody explain this to me.
Yeah, it would be nice if Washington wins the game to kind of break the streak, just to have a little bragging rights for a while. But I don't really care what the final score is, as long as the first team offense plays well in that first quarter that they're going to be out there.
Sure. Here's from Aaron. Ravens playing the third string QB, fourth string QB. This is why the record is so impressive. Ravens been showing their depth and propels Ravens to fast start in the regular season.
Yeah. I think that's coincidence.
The fast start thing is coincidence, but it does say something how the organization is built, that the depth pieces are quality enough to win football games.
I guess it's so fluky.
Is it though? Your third stringers against their third stringers? I don't think that's fluky. I think that if they're beating other third stringers, again, that shows that they have some quality depth on their team.
Those third stringers are not going to be on the team. So who freaking cares how good they are?
Third strings are on the team. You're talking the fifth and sixth stringers that might be kicked off.
Let's do some math here. You got 53-man roster.
Sure.
If you got 22 on offense, 22 on defense, that's 44. And then your specialists, that's 47. You've got 6 guys that are like third stringers, but usually they are special teamers or maybe one position has a third guy, like maybe a running back has a third string or whatever. Come on now. There are only third stringers and fourth stringers get no run in the regular season.
Fair enough.
Let's just drop
well,
that.
we are getting ready for kickoff.
All
Just
right.
a reminder that our streams are going to be delayed from what you're watching. So if you want to sync up, we'll give out some hints of where we are. Not hints. We're going to be calling this game play by play, but because we're streaming, so we're watching it, and then you get us like 10 seconds, sometimes a little bit longer than that, as Joey Sly is kicking off the ball now. And here we go. This one is rocketed back, not going to be returned by Baltimore. As
And
we're
that's
start
why
on the 25th, the 25-yard line. Yep.
That's why Joey Sly won the kicking battle over Michael Badgley, who was released this week, because he can kick that out of the end zone. Michael Badgley cannot.
Yeah, they went with the distance kicker, even on, Joey Sly's not a bad kicker. He has had some issues, especially with the extra points, which are no longer gimmies as they were. But here we go. Josh Johnson rocking number 17, and probably the number of teams that he's been on in the league here on the 25-yard line for Baltimore. Takes the snap and shotgun, hands it off, and Baltimore up the middle for a good gain here with Hill. Gonna get a first down on this one as he gets into a little scrum. So Washington defense unable to stop the run on their first play.
So we talked about one of the guys we talked about is Jamin Davis, and Jamin Davis was out there. I didn't, he got gashed a little bit on that, and there was a big hole. Now Justice Hill,
Cody Martin in on the gang tackle there.
Yep. Justice Hill, you want to talk about all your backups you're playing. That's your starter if Dobbins is not ready.
Hill moving to the right side. Johnson looking to pass this one, gets it across, and the pass is on target to Kolar, but unable to bring it in. So thankfully for Washington, because he was open, that should have been a completed pass for about 6 or 7 yards. I do believe Cody Barton was on coverage there and did make contact with Kolar, but Kolar had an easy grab, didn't bring it in. There you go. There's someone to watch. Zay Flowers. A lot of big excitement for him out there as he's lined up across Emmanuel Forbes. Johnson starting this one in shotgun as well. Kolar in motion over to the left-hand side. This is going to be a pass out to Zay Flowers. Forbes with the missed tackle. This is going to be first down Baltimore.
So Forbes came up. He played that very well, but he came up and he's got to make that tackle right away. Zay Flowers, good ball player. He's going to be a fantastic addition for the Ravens.
Jeremy Reeves with the cleanup tackle there. Nice little shake from Zay there to get away from Emmanuel Forbes.
Zay's the real deal.
Here we go with Johnson again in shotgun. We haven't seen him under center. He is going to again fake it off to Hill, looking to pass, dumps it off to Hill with lots of grass in front of him. That's going to be another Baltimore first down as Cody Barton is in on the tackle.
Having their way with this basically second team defense.
Yeah, Washington, this happened to them last week against the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland just marched down the field, took the defense to get a nice, goal line stand to stop Cleveland. Now here they are struggling against Josh Johnson and the backups for Baltimore. Handoff to Hill.
Bad angle.
There we go. That was Wild Goose with the bad angle. Allowed Hill to get to the outside and another first down for Baltimore.
Now they haven't done anything impressive. I mean, Josh Johnson hasn't done anything impressive. He's thrown a couple of passes out into the flat, and then Justice Hill has been running wild on him.
Butler is the one who pushed Justice Hill out. of bounds there. We are now at the 26-yard line. Johnson fakes the handoff, has pressure in his face. Zay Flowers, easy run. This is going to be a touchdown for Baltimore. Opening drive touchdown, just made it look too easy against the second string defense for the Washington Commanders. Stoner, you have a theory. Is it going to stand true today?
Yes.
So Stoner's theory is that if a team easily marches down the field to get a touchdown in their first drive, they will struggle to score for the rest of the game.
By the way, watching the replay on that, number one, that looked like Quan Martin's responsibility. He went with the inside receiver, as did the safety behind him. So they double covered that and left Zay Flowers wide open. And then when he had a chance to make the tackle, he whiffed. And coming off of that tough game against Cleveland, he is not making amends so far.
Yeah, Zay Flowers, like I said, the real deal. Yep. Good point to mention that here, as we do have the extra point.
Nice.
And there we go. 0-7. The Baltimore Ravens looking to make this number 25 preseason games, one in a row, as they take on our Washington Commanders at FedEx Field. Opening drive touchdowns have not been Washington's strong point, Stoner. What do you think is going to happen here on their first drive?
I don't know, but it's going to be – I might go and hide if their offense with a third-string quarterback goes right down the field on us, and then our offense with a first-string quarterback against their second-string defense does not go right down the field, because we're going to have McLaurin and Dotson and Curtis Samuel and Diami and Cole Turner and Robinson and Gibson. They're all going to be out there against the second-team defense. If they get stuffed to 3 and out, you might see some early tears over here.
Yeah. Al Catone saying we answer back with a touchdown.
I hope so.
Metaphor asking the question, was that like 14 yards per play average? It was pretty darn near that. They started at the 25, and I want to say, how many of those passes or rushes went for first downs in that? Because it seemed like almost all of them were getting a first down.
Yeah, but I will say this to give a little bit of defense to what was not defense is they didn't do anything special.
No.
Every pass was just out to the flat, and it was to a running back or Flowers. Now, Johnson did an excellent job of getting it to the guys where they're supposed to get it in space, all that. So we did that, but they didn't do anything special. They didn't throw anything long. This was just guys runs after catch and runs.
And in that same regard, though, Stoner, isn't that worrisome that it was just a very vanilla offense and our defense couldn't stop that?
Yeah, sure. I get what you're saying. Yeah, absolutely. That is very concerning.
Clifton has already given up. Michael saying there was no pass rush. Yeah, I want to say Josh Johnson only had one of those plays where he had to kind of rush the ball out. And that might have been the touchdown play there where he got it out to Zay Flowers, and Zay Flowers did the rest. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, so a metaphor with me on this one. If it's not a special offense, then your defense should be able to handle it. As we're set to receive a kickoff here as Justin Tucker gets this away. It looks like it will not be returned as it is in the end zone, waving this one off. So Washington will start at their own 25. Sam Howell is in. They're rocking the burgundy tops today. And I believe those were white bottoms, right? Yeah, white bottoms. Look at this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, look.
That's the first time they've ever done that?
I don't remember them not being in burgundy and white last year. I thought it was always all burgundy, all white, or all black. So it's good to see a little bit of the mix, even if these might not be the same whites. Here we go. A handoff to Brian Robinson, who's going to get tackled at pretty much the line of scrimmage there. Maybe a gain of 1 as he runs to the right side. This is something Washington wants to do, is run the ball. They're not actually very efficient at it. They tend to get their yardage by volume. And this is where quality QB play is going to help them get there. Sam Howell is in shotgun here.
4 wide.
Cole Turner in motion to the tight end position. Is going to be another handoff to Brian Robinson, this time up the middle, and he pushes forward.
Nice hard run.
Going to be about 5-yard gain here, so it's going to be 3rd and 4 to go.
Screen. Watch a screen right here. Watch
At
this.
3rd and 4, you're going to do a screen?
Watch the screen here. Ebb, also known as EB, loves screens. Watch a screen.
I hope he loves first downs, Stoner. That's what we need to see here.
All right, 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4. Sam Howell getting Brian Robinson set up to be on the left-hand side. Brian Robinson had gone out wide. Sam having to get him in position here. It's going to be a fake to him. It is going to be a pass short of the sticks here, but he jumps. I think he's going to be – yep, it's going to be a first down Washington as he lunges. Brian Robinson lunges for the first down here.
No, that was all Brian Robinson, but it was definitely a screen.
Yeah.
I win $1. I don't know who has to pay me, but I win $1.
It was very interesting here as Sam Howell kind of looks at the deep routes and then immediately chunks it down to Brian Robinson just behind the line there. No one was really there to block, though. Brian Robinson on the right-hand side, it is not going to go to him. It is going to go to Cole Turner right up the middle there. We'll take this all day.
Yeah, this is how you negate a poor offensive line is you get the ball out quick. And he got a little bit of he bobbled the snap a little bit, but still grabbed it just in time and threw a nice strike to Cole Turner, who just went out there, turned around, and it was in his gut.
Washington in that last one was in 12 personnel, 1 running back, 2 tight ends. This time they do have 3 wide as you got Terry McLaurin, Jahan Dotson out there on your left-hand side. It's Gibson out to the right.
Okay.
Sam Howell looking. He is going to back this one up. He is still looking downfield. He has got to get this ball away as he's attacked for a huge, huge loss here.
Can't do that. Can't do that.
Sam Howell hesitated and he just needs to throw it away.
He was out of the pocket. He totally could have just thrown it into the stands. How many did he lose on
Jahan Dotson on the side here. Yeah.
There's the 32. Look right there. Just throw it out of bounds.
Yeah. Curtis Samuel Curtis Samuel just kept waiting there and maybe help him out by moving because Curtis Samuel had a guy on the back here. It is Sam Howell looking for all of it right here, and it is going to be caught by Cole Turner. A first down, Washington. Cole Turner is doing exactly what we wanted him to do, Stoner. We talked about this in the pre-show. This guy needs to show up because Logan Thomas has missed so much practice. They need a tight end to kind of show out here. Good pocket, nice protection here from the offensive line. And this ball is just zipped to Cole Turner. That is such a pretty pass.
That's a big league throw, Nathan.
Sam Howell taking this one under center here. He is going to hand it off to Antonio Gibson, who pushes forward.
Nice cutback.
Not too bad. A lot of people knock Antonio Gibson for not being a legit running back and don't like to see him between the tackles, but he does pick up 4 yards here on the run just off the right side of the center. EB keeping this drive alive with some of these play calls. Good execution there with Sam Howell on that nice pass to Cole Turner after taking an awful sack. Empty backfield is going to get fixed here with Gibson coming over to the left-hand side of Sam Howell in shotgun. Ball is right about at the 50-yard line. Fakes to Gibson, looking downfield, launches this one to Terry McLaurin for an easy first down, Washington, which, by the way, I forgot I have those. I have the first down.
First down. We need to record that guy in the stadium. First down, Washington.
We've got some contacts from maybe we can pull on some of those contacts we have. I mean, we're able to play the fight song, so why not? Nice pass here into the middle for Terry McLaurin. Easy first down.
Something moved, Nathan.
Cole Turner bouncing around, trying to get this defense to show them something. It is going to be a delayed handoff to Brian Robinson, who is just muscling forward about 9 yards on this rush.
Where's Chris Cooley been? I don't know where that comes from, but yeah. Nice run by B-Rob.
Yeah,
9 yards right up the middle.
Tommy T called me out here. I was the one who said we wouldn't have a tight end over 400 yards.
Oh, yeah. Tell him, Tommy.
I think we're going to have several right about 300 and something, but I don't know if we'll have one. But Cole Turner looking pretty good right now in this tight end one spot here.
Free play, 2nd and 1 at your own 33.
Sam Howell is going to take this one up the middle. Slides. Is there going to be a flag here?
Hey, MFers. Don't be touching my quarterback.
Sam Howell doing what he needed to do there to get the first down. Does slide. There was some contact after he initiates the slide, which is usually flagged. Not being flagged here in the preseason. That one, again, very interesting because he was very clearly sitting down. But Mox Nicks, as they say, ball is on the 22-yard line here. Sam Howell under center, fakes the handoff to Brian Robinson, looking for a big pass out there to Terry McLaurin at about the 8 or 9 yard line. First down, Washington. First down.
Nice. I mean, this is what we wanted to see out of Sam Howell. I'm telling you right now, this is it, Nathan. But you're done. McLaurin, you're done. Dotson, you're done.
This is it. Armah was in on the left as a tight end.
Sit them all down.
This is it. That's all you wanted to see.
I mean, whatever ends up happening the rest of this drive. But you know what I'm saying.
God,
I don't need him to.
Terry McLaurin is just special here.
The best body catcher in the
history. Got trips down here, but it's going to be a handoff, and your 1st and goal gets about 3 yards on this one from Brian Robinson on the handoff.
So you got 2nd and goal from about the 7, 6.
Look at that formation. Focus in on that formation because I think we're going to see it again.
The trips out there with Terry McLaurin, Samuel. I want to say it was Samuel. Might have been a tight end, and Jahan Dotson, and one broke away for the quick screen pass. Eric Bieniemy, Andy Reid are known for showing you the same look and then going to different people there. That time, that was a handoff. Brian Robinson exits to the left. Sam Howell's in pressure. He is going to launch this one. Away. There you go, kid.
That is a smart play by Sam Howell as he throws the ball out of bounds.
I like it.
Jahan Dotson, the nearest available commander for that one.
They had Brian Robinson coming out of the backfield and going all the way to the left sideline, which they were hoping would bring the linebacker up and open up that middle on the left-hand side, but that linebacker did not. He just stayed back, in which plugged the hole that Howell looked like he wanted to go to, and then by that time, play's over.
We'll have to make a note to look to see who missed the block up the middle. As that looked like a very free rusher there. Sam Howell is under pressure. He is going to take this one. It is going to get stood up. Taking far too many hits there for a 3-yard rush.
Yeah, you're done, Sam. Nice job. Get that field goal. You're done.
Joey Slide going to come out here for the field goal as the first string offense.
I don't want to see it more, Nathan. I'm done.
You're good.
More him.
You're good, huh?
I'm good. That's all I needed to see.
HT, not a fan there, calling this the run absolutely dumb. Not in preseason. I agree, HT. I agree. You don't. It's fine when the open yards are there, but if you're gonna get contact, just stop. Just do whatever you do. Just lay down. Do not get hit. Not in a preseason, as 3, Washington is gonna put 3 on the board.
I like it. Nathan, Sam Howell, 5
there.
of 6 for 53 yards. He did take the 1 sack for 13 yards. He ran the ball that one time for 6. Well, it says 1, didn't he? Or maybe I just got to refresh. He should have 2 rushes because he had the 1. Yeah, 2 rushes for 9 yards. That's it. I don't need to see any more. I'll be happy to talk about Brissett and Fromm the rest of the game because those hits he took down there, he's going to feel them tomorrow.
He took far too many hits. One of them, he was sitting on the ground. The second one, he was fighting for extra yards in a preseason game. Not good there. Michael saying, do not pull an RG3. Everyone's saying it's a nice drive. They put
Meta
3
wants
points
to
on the
bring him
board. I'm with you, Meta. Bring them back. I want to see some. I need to see rather some more from this offense. Okay. I feel like Sam needs those reps. We saw some not great decision making from him on there where he took sacks where he didn't need to. He did throw the ball away in one. He's also still trying to run too many times. One of the things that they've praised Sam Howell about, they being the coaching staff, is how often he looks downfield.
Mm-hmm.
Why is he trying to run in a preseason game?
Yeah.
Look down the field.
Yeah, but all in all, you're right. There's some things that he can work on. Obviously, he's got of his 2 runs, they were both scrambles. They were not RPOs or anything. So he was definitely out there running. Plus, he had the 13-yard sack and then made up for it with that excellent throw to Cole Turner to get on 3rd and 15, was it? And he just zinged that thing in
Such
there.
a beautiful ball. We have at least Clifton saying one more time as well. Marcel, I like what Howell did in that drive. He is better so far, so good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is again, we don't need to be him to be a top 10 quarterback. We will settle for middle of the pack.
Mm-hmm.
Be the 15th best quarterback, and it's still an improvement from where Washington has been in the past. Those big time throws, the one he had to Cole Turner, was absolutely good here as we got to get rid of this spam. Excellent. Gus Bus here talking about the next thing I want to talk about. That is Logan Thomas better get healthy. Cole Turner coming after this job as Joey Sly is going to kick this one away. And it's another nice deep kick. This is not going to be returned. Baltimore will start their second drive on the 25-yard line with 3:11 to go in the first quarter here. Baltimore up 7-3. Stoner, I got to say, if we're not planning on playing Sam Howell against the Bengals, you got to at least get one more drive in from Sam. You can sit Terry McLaurin, maybe let Jahan play. Curtis Samuel can go either way.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this. What happens? I'll ask you this after this play.
Cody Barton in as your middle linebacker yet again. Jamin Davis out there as well. This is going to be a rush off to the right side. Cody Barton and Obata are the ones to push back Baltimore. Still small gain here on the right-hand side. 4-yard gain for Melvin Gordon III. Man,
he seems like a grizzled old veteran. I think he's only like 28 or something like that.
Yeah, he fell off fairly quick.
Yeah. He got 4 yards on that.
Yeah, I was a little surprised too. That was a 4-yard gain. It looked shorter than that.
Quick drop.
Forbes on the top of your screen
here.
There
you go. That was Wild Goose.
Wild Goose with the quick tackle, but it is a gain of
about 5.
5.
Yeah, it's
going to be 3rd and 1.
Yep, that's what you got to do, though. You got to close that as quick as possible and make a sure tackle. Get back
Baltimore
there,
quickly getting up here. This one's going to be pitched out, and Forbes sneaking up and taking Melvin Gordon down behind the line of scrimmage. It is 4th down now for Baltimore.
Am I a little ahead of you?
I think you're a little bit ahead of me.
I'm going to just hit a pause real quick. Nice play by the smallest guy out there.
Yeah, maybe not the smallest, but he is definitely the thinnest guy out there.
He's 170 pounds.
He's also 6'1". Right. It's not like, I know Danny Johnson isn't out here playing because of the injury, but Danny Johnson's a small guy.
Yeah, that's true. That was great. That was 3rd and 1.
There we
Sweep
go.
Looked like it was wide open.
On a hurry up, no less.
All right, who's back to receive the punt? That's going to be interesting.
Jordan
That
Stout
Milne?
passing to
Like
Dax Milne. Dax Milne letting this one bounce, and that was the smart decision as it ends up in the end zone. Washington gets the touchback there. Smart decision. Dax Milne being your first person back to receive punts.
Interesting. You know what was weird, Nathan, is on what's today? Well, today's Monday. They didn't practice Sunday. They practiced Saturday. Dax Milne left practice and never came back, and we never heard anything of why. I guess maybe it was just something like stupid, like, he had to go to the bathroom or something. And,
Sure.
right. Maybe ate Taco Bell and didn't want to go back out again or whatever. But I thought that was interesting. But there he is out there. First guy out. That is telling, Nathan.
I agree. I think that this is a coaching unit that much prefers to have somebody who is steady rather than flashy.
Sure.
Now, the offense, Eric Bieniemy himself might want some flash, some speed that he can work with.
Yep.
But the overall structure of the roster tells me Dax Milne has that inside track.
Yeah. So far.
EP saying Dax Milne must have had some Taco Bell.
That's what I'm saying. That's probably what happened. And he maybe, let a little go in his pants. So by the time he got all cleaned up, his uniform's all messed up. Didn't want to put that uniform back on and go back out there. So he never came back.
I just thought it was iced that one up there. Stoner, interesting point here. I said, I talked about your theory.
Yeah.
It's standing true right now. Baltimore drives down their first drive, easy touchdown.
Yep. Second drive, what?
3 and out.
3 and out. I'm telling you, keep an eye on that. The rest until you get to late in the fourth quarter when teams are just kind of throwing everything out there to try and score, if that's what they need to do. But yeah, that's usually what happens. They get stuck after just moving right on down.
We'll stay on that one. Mr. Manchin. This is big talk from Mr. Manchin here. My jaw is still on the floor. Forbes is him, aka Darrell Green 2.0.
That's some big shoes, my friend. That's a first ballot Hall of Famer you're comparing him to, but I like it.
Off to here saying it's packed and the music is fire. I know the stadium is absolutely loving this Forbes tackle here. Tackle for a loss in there.
They upgraded the video screens. I don't know if you noticed that. They upgraded the video screens and the sound system there just in time for preseason game 1. Got new sponsors today. The governor of Maryland is there. Josh Harris is going to be on the broadcast and sometime in the second quarter, so keep an eye out for that.
Here we are on the 20th. Howell is going to hand this one off. It is going to be met at the line, but Gibson's going to stretch forward. He's going to get about 3 yards on this one.
That's what he does. If he's going inside, he's getting about 3 yards.
I really just need to see Gibson break one loose. We know that out of all the running backs, he's the one who has kind of the top end speed. Brian Robinson brings the muscle. He's going to drag bodies. C-Rod hits the hole very hard. He looks very much like a one-cut runner. Sam Howell is going to take this from shotgun. Easy pass out to the flats there for Curtis Samuel and a first down Washington. First down.
You know what? I don't want to say it. I think I was just so wrong about Sam Howell.
You were wrong.
Well, I haven't been proven wrong yet.
Sure. We didn't see a full season, but he's looking pretty good. Gibson's still the running back in here. You've got Curtis Samuel and Jahan Dotson out to the right-hand side. This is going to be Gibson on to the left. He is met at lunges forward.
That's it.
About 5 or 6 yards here as we end the first quarter. And look at this, Stoner. We even have a quarter marker.
You lost your timeouts. How come?
Yeah, I think these timeouts are put in backwards. So I gotta reach out to the website and let them know that those should be lit up and then go out.
What do y'all think in the chat there? What did y'all think of that first quarter? You had 2 defensive series and 1.5 offensive series. What do you think so far? I want to know what everybody's kind of thinking on that. TJ
telling you, It's okay, Stoner. You have seen the light, young
might
Jedi.
I may have. I mean, God, when he goes back to throw, it's weird. Let me tell you a little secret. Like when I watch my team play, whether it's in college, Florida Gators, Michigan State Spartans, either one of those, or the Commanders / football team / Redskins. When I watch them, when a quarterback goes back to pass, I get this feeling like this. It's either an uneasy feeling because I don't trust my quarterback, or I get this exciting feeling thinking this is the type of quarterback who's going to complete pretty much every throw. And I haven't had that feeling since Kirk Cousins. Now, when Kirk Cousins went back to throw, now he threw a lot of interceptions and didn't win a lot. But when he went back to throw, I felt confident that he was going to make a big play for this team. So, and that's kind of what I'm feeling right now with him. I don't think he's going to screw everything up. He's not going to throw up all over himself. So I like that feeling. I like that feeling of my quarterback doing that.
Yeah, it is. It is exciting to see again a player that can hit these throws. That I feel confident being back there, even when he's under pressure. Sam Howell doesn't look like he panics. One of my initial knocks on Taylor Heineke, and I'll put $1 in the jar for mentioning one of the formers here, is as early on when everyone was in love with him after the Tampa Bay game, every play just looked like it was a scramble drill. And I didn't like that. And he started to develop and he started to have a little bit of poise in the pocket, but he still kind of had this like every play is do or die. And that's just that gunslinger mentality. Sam Howell, even on this run here, as they replay it, just the poise he has to kind of move around the pocket is just outstanding. And the guy is 22 years old. So pretty special there, Stoner. By the way, possession error was brought up, and I do happen to have that. So I'm gonna slide our broadcast a little bit. So there we go. Look at that. You have a possession arrow.
Nice. I'm gonna mention something about Sam after this play. What do they have?
Sam Howell in shotgun. The ball is at about the 38.5-yard line. Gibson is in on that running back. This play is zipped to Jahan Dotson, unable to bring it down. There is a flag on the play. Oh man, I gotta pull my flags out of
my
what
do we got? Here. Harbaugh's pissed, so that looks
it looks like it's defense got there early. It is pass interference on Baltimore. This is gonna be a first down.
You know, if Dotson doesn't come down with it, then there's probably pass interference. Let's see here. Here's the replay.
He sits in there.
Yeah, he was all over him.
Harrison being the one to be called on this. Okay.
Look at that angle.
Okay, that is very clearly pass interference. When they showed the angle from behind, it just looks like Harrison did a good job getting around him. He knocked Jahan Dotson clear off the map prior to that pass getting there. Under center again. Some decent pass protection. He's going to get Gibby out in space. This one's coming back, unfortunately.
What do you think?
It's going to be holding on one of your linemen.
I got a legal man downfield.
Oh, do you think the lineman expected that out center to go running?
I don't know, but
bit of a conference here.
Yeah, so if the ball's behind the line of scrimmage when he caught it, then you can have guys downfield. So maybe that's what they're discussing. Was it behind the line of scrimmage?
They're talking with Ron Rivera right now.
They're going to call it. I just got that feeling because they're looking at yard markers and what Harbaugh wants to do.
Oh. Yep, ineligible man downfield.
We were both right, I think. Yep.
And then holding. Yeah.
Oh, we were both right.
Got the double duty there.
The holding's the bigger penalty. That was on is that Gates?
I didn't catch it, and I need to figure out how to put the closed caption on. Hey, look at that. It's a fellow Perry as our officiating analyst. By the way, not related, although I do have 3 John Perrys in my life.
Interesting fact. Yeah, that
First
was
and
Gibbs.
20 here.
All right, 1st and 20 from their own 35.
35. What's in the playbook here is you got Bates pulling it in. It is 2 tight ends. This is going to be a rush. And Gibson, this is my problem right now with Antonio Gibson, who it takes me great struggle, by the way, not to call him Gibby after several years of that.
Screw him. Call him Gibby.
As a person who struggles to get people to call me what I want to be called, not completely understand. So Antonio Gibson, he hits this hole and he's already falling down.
Yeah.
I get not wanting to be an upright runner, but you can't be falling forward the moment you get past the line of scrimmage. That went from 1st and 20 to 2nd and 17. It's a 3-yard gain. You need more on that as Brian Robinson's going to take this one out just for a short gain. Now we're looking at 3rd and long.
15. That play before that with Gibby, that was the first RPO. That might be the first RPO of the preseason. I don't believe he ran any RPOs, or not RPO. It was more like a read. No, it's probably an RPO. But that was the first one I think of the entire preseason, and he ended up giving it to Gibby, which I think was a smart move. But all right, so 3rd and 14. Well, they got a long way to go.
You got
free play.
That's a free play. Look deep here, young man. He's going to get this ball away. Unfortunately, is not going to be a first down catch, but it's all right. This is free yardage here as Baltimore jumped. They'll get a second try now. Still 3rd and long, though. Still
10.
Going to be 3rd and 10 here.
Yep.
Travis Jones jumping off sides. Going to get an earful.
Good hard count. Let's see if he could have got caught. Oh, I don't know what that was. It's preseason for the Monday Night Football producers, too.
Yeah. Notice Scott, by the way, in on the right tackle spot. So Wiley's done for the night. Charles Leno was already sitting out. So Cornelius Lucas is in. Again, my point with the line, that's not a huge drop off here as we're at 3rd and 9. Sam Howell getting max protection. Gonna launch this one up to De'Ami Brown. Oh, wonderful pass breakup by Baltimore, as this looked like it could have been an easy catch, but Seymour here breaking it up at the last moment.
So a little underthrown, or was that just a good defensive play?
I'm going to go with
much separation.
I'm going to go with a good defensive play here. A little hold there from Seymour.
I think it was slightly underthrown, but that's being really picky.
Yeah, I mean, it was. Seymour had to turn around right at that right spot here to make the play. Let's see what our chat says as far as what they're called. This is Pilardi in for Tressway. Tressway is only going to be holding the kicks today because he's still dealing with that back tightness.
Oh,
gonna
nice.
Let this one bounce, but it is going to be stopped. By the way, weird in the preseason, you got 90 players, so you get some duplicate numbers.
Yeah.
Burgess there rocking 24.
I know. I was like, is that Gibby?
Yeah. I was like, Gibson down the punt. Nope. That's Burgess, which by the way is a safety.
So, sign this punter. Tress, we can move on from Tress.
And we were going to mute Stoner. We do not need to hear from him. He is in timeout. I'll change the possession arrow here as it goes to Baltimore. No, you are seriously in timeout, Stoner. I'm going to keep you there. And if you're only allowed back in if you do something to the kin of I apologize or JK. There's the only 2 ways that you're going to earn your microphone privileges back. And you can stay there until that happens. Tommy T did Seymour grab him. It certainly looked like De'Ami Brown, like Seymour held him as De'Ami made his cut. Not too egregious. Maybe it gets called. Maybe it doesn't get called. Stayed with him. Probably slightly underthrown, but I think it was still a good ball and it was just a great pass breakup by Seymour. Bosky would love to see them blitz. I don't know if we'll see a lot of blitzing, especially as they go to the second and third teamers. I think they're looking to see who's going to win their one-on-ones. Can they work as a unit together? Stoner has 2 outs to get back into this play-by-play and live commentary here. All he has to do is tell us he apologizes to Tressway, or he tells us that he was just joking. We know he was just joking, but until he is willing to admit that to all of us, he is going to stay in timeout. Aaron Butler telling Commanders fans, look out for running back Keaton Mitchell. Remember the name Keaton Mitchell? I'm sure he'll do something big. He's fast. Keaton Mitchell was definitely one of the ones that we were looking at in the draft. Came away with Chris Rodriguez, which was a little bit surprising to us, but Keaton Mitchell, have seen quite a bit of him. Are they going to call? Are they?
Yeah, Burgess stepped on the line and then was the first one to touch it. It's coming all the way out. By the way, I gave a heartfelt apology where I was crying and everything.
You were not.
But I was in timeout.
You were not.
How am I supposed to get out if I'm muted?
I told you we can unmute you if you're willing to give one of those. So go ahead.
How am I supposed to tell you if I'm muted?
Stoner, you have the ability to unmute yourself. You just did it. Here we go. They did not move this one up here. Baltimore backed up against their own goal line. They are going to hand this one off, and they are going to be able to push this one. Casey Toohill with the tackle. Gordon, the running back there. Big gain. Washington has to stack that box. You should not be able to get 5 yards, which is what they just got, when they're on their goal line. They were at the half-yard line, Stoner.
And they got out.
And they got out.
Okay.
Now this opens up the playbook here.
Is that Ricard? Is he still there?
Ignore the yellow line, as that is not the line to gain. As it's this not? One is no, it's not.
The 11.
It's not where they have the 6. There's definitely, this is preseason for the Monday Night Football broadcast team, because they're all over the place.
Was at the 11.
It is going to be 3rd and 3 here for Baltimore, as they ran Gordon yet again in 12 formation, 21 rather. They got 2 running backs, 1 tight end. Josh Johnson in at quarterback. Lamar Jackson not going to play until it gets to the 4th quarter, and they need to secure that 25th. And this is going to be Josh Johnson getting this one out for a first down. Percy Butler on the tackle to Ricard.
Yeah.
Washington looked like they were going to get to Josh Johnson, unable to get there before he gets it out. Ricard's a big dude.
Yeah, they put him in. They were going to make him an offensive lineman this year.
Yeah, he looks like an offensive lineman.
But they ended up.
You talk about Bates being an offensive lineman. Yeah, that's an offensive lineman here. Ricard in motion, now at a fullback position. This is hilarious. Josh Johnson going to run this one out himself here as he gets this sideline and puts Wild Goose into the dirt. That does not bode well for Wild Goose's chance to stay on this roster, although he's had a good camp.
Mm-hmm. But he's a guy that's always going to be fighting for
he's fighting for a spot. Yeah, Josh Johnson just gets his hand on Wild Goose's helmet here. I hope they re-show this, just because it's just one of those things, and just gets shoved right into the dirt. He does help. Percy Butler helps him clean up that tackle, but yeah, never a good thing to have the 40-year-old put you in the dirt here, as this is going to be a screen pass out.
Forbes is still out there. Jamin Davis is still out there.
Good. Give them time. They've been giving up plays. This is not they need the reps. Mm-hmm. Here's Keaton Mitchell here for Baltimore. Aaron was telling us to watch out. He's going to do something big there. He does get a first down for Baltimore.
We wanted Washington to draft him when we were doing our mock drafts. We always drafted him.
Keaton Mitchell was absolutely a running back that
and he went undrafted.
Yeah, him and Deuce Vaughn were both running backs that I looked at. Of course, I'm familiar with Deuce Vaughn from his Kansas City days, but Keaton Mitchell, just a special player there as the fake to him.
Quarterback.
Josh Johnson's going to squeeze out and squeeze some extra yards here.
Do you know who missed the tackle?
In on the tackle here. I'm going to guess because the way you're saying this, it was Jamin Davis.
No, incorrect.
Washington had 3 players back there, and Josh Johnson able to get away from all that. Scrambles for 7 yards. Who missed the tackle?
Quan Martin.
Oof.
Yep. In the open field after he got out of the pocket.
Okay. I was about to say, I didn't see him as one of the 3. Those are 3 big guys who got past this offensive line here. Josh Johnson now in shotgun, going to fake it off to Keaton Mitchell, passes it out, gets this one away down the center of the field. It is going to be a first down. Kolar with the reception. Who was in defense on that one? I didn't see before they pulled the camera away to show us.
I don't know, but Josh Johnson is just back there, just kind of having lunch and looking around and checking his phone while he's back there. He's got look at that pocket. Look at that pocket. That's beautiful.
Plenty of space. I believe it was Percy Butler over top who was late to get to that one. Now you have Wild Goose giving up another first down.
Stoner, Josh Johnson is just whooping them up right now.
They're challenging your theory. They're driving back down here.
Definitely are challenging it.
Damus Jr. with the first down grab there for Baltimore. Baltimore well into Washington territory at this point, at the 29-yard line, maybe about the 28. Gordon back there next to Josh Johnson. This is going to go to him. He is going to run up the middle for a big 7-yard gain.
Yeah. Right through my guy, Jamin.
This is why Washington ended up moving to the 5-1-5 was because they were just being beat up.
Nice hold.
At the linebacker position here. Jamin Davis able to eventually get him down. Barton in to help stop the forward momentum.
Nice holding on Ridgeway. He was being held. Couldn't reach out and grab him.
3 yards to go here on the second down. Josh Johnson airing this one out wide open the end zone. Wow. And it's intercepted.
Wow. Go Quan.
This is Quan Martin with an interception. He is still looking for some extra yards here. Now he's after the 30. He's got some people in front of him. He's going to get pushed out of bounds after a big gain. He is absolutely being swallowed up by his teammates.
I thought that was a touchdown their way.
It sure as heck looked like it was going to be. Quan Martin stops this drive. This is the turnover we were looking for, Stoner.
Yeah.
No laundry on the field.
Nice.
This is going to stand. Great run back, too. He made it all the way back to, I think, around the 50. Quan Martin gassed up, still getting dapped up by his teammates here.
That's good recovery from Quan Martin, who was clearly beat on the route.
Oh, it was a wide open pass.
Yep.
If Josh Johnson zips this one in,
don't step out. He's in.
He stays in. Such great control as they replay here. Quan Martin staying in bounds before running this one out. I know it was fluky. HT, calling out Tommy late with the wow. Yeah, Quan Martin there. Great recovery. Because he was beat. I mean, here we are. We're going to watch this one again. Mechie gets him beat. Quan Martin gets up there. He doesn't turn his head around. He just puts his hands up. The ball ends up hitting his head, and he turns around and nabs it prior to it hitting the ground.
Wow.
Sam Howell still out here at the 45-yard line of Baltimore. He is going to throw this out to Brian Robinson. Lots of time. Brian Robinson's going to scoot this one forward.
For about
7 yards, 8 yards here on this one. Yeah, look at this. This is just underthrown here. Sorry, it was not. It was Proche.
Yeah.
Or Proche.
Crochet.
Quan Martin just gets his hands up and it hits the back of his helmet.
It was a little bit fluky, but you're right. He didn't give up, and he got back there.
So Potato was pressuring Josh Johnson, didn't allow him to step up there. Brian Robinson motions back from the wide out to next to it. Is going to go to Brian Robinson. This is going to go for a first down.
I mean, that's easy. That's pitch and catch. Oh,
yep.
I have this up there this whole time. My bad.
Nice and easy for Washington to get that first down. I like to see that every now and then. Sometimes you want on second and short, you want to see a big play, right? Because you're going to have the ability to just pick up that those 3 yards. But sometimes you just want to keep that momentum going in your favor. Sam Howell still in here for Washington with 5:27 left to go in your second quarter. He's going to get a good quick pass out to Jahan Dotson, who had some blockers in front of him, Terry McLaurin and De'Ami Brown.
Wow, they're playing the entire first half, basically. I'm shocked. I'll be honest. I'm shocked. But, I like to see it. If anybody gets hurt, I'm going to personally walk down to FedEx. I'm going to punch Ron in the mouth. I will say that. But that's great. 2nd and 4, your entire playbook is wide open for this play.
Yep. And in your offensive line, Sadiq Charles in at left guard. Of course, your 2 starting tackles are not playing. So you have Cornelius Lucas at left and Scott at right. Gibson's going to take this screen, and Washington still needs to figure out the screen game as this is tackled for a loss. It's going to be 3rd and 5. It's 3rd and 6. They're going to mark that 2 yards back.
Yep. He lost 2 on that. So where are they at? 3rd and 6. Are they in 4-down territory, do you think?
I think they're in 4-down territory. This is preseason. These are the situations you want to put your team in to get them used to this in the regular season. You should have 2 plays for this. Already have them dialed up. Yep, at the 30-yard line of Baltimore.
Stop now. Stop, John. There you go. All right, here we go. Let's do it.
All right, Sam Howell looking. He is going to dump this one off to Gibson. Gibson is going to try to push forward, but he only gets about 2.5. Keep the offense in there.
No, you don't want to kick it?
Do not kick it.
You've already I'm okay with them going for it.
It is 4th and 3. Bring back what you just did to get that 2nd and 3. Quick, easy pass.
They had trips right with your top 3 receivers over there, and of course, he looked that way initially and didn't see anything open, and then came back left to his safety valve, which was Gibson.
They definitely dialed up the big play. They dialed up the touchdown. Wasn't
5,
there.
4, 3.
Ball does
2.
get away.
Right.
Sam Howell again looking deep. This ball is tipped. Jahan Dotson with the catch.
Oh yeah!
This is going to be a first down, Washington.
Our buddy Chris Bryant there.
MG with the
MG. I'm gonna put you in timeout, brother. We get it. You don't like Washington. You're always welcome here, but give it a break.
It's more so, and this was a little fluky here. Jahan Dotson again. That thing's within 10 yards. He's going to catch this. Jones tipping the pass, but not deflecting it enough. This is trips down to the bottom of your screen. It is going to be hand off to Brian Robinson, who tries to cut this one back out, but he couldn't get away from the ankle tackle.
You can't be you got to be a little concerned about the rushing offense. They have not impressed.
MG, the trolling is I'm not, it's welcome in my opinion. You can have fun with the others in the chat. The biggest thing is just reminder, we are streaming this, so we are going to be a little bit behind. So you might see something before we get there. So we just ask that you kind of wait till it's discussed by your broadcasters here, and then by all means have it. That was a tipped line. HT giving us the Tommy alert. TJ Terry got blown up on the route.
So right now, with 2 minutes to go in the first half, the 2-minute warning, Sam Howell was 13 of 15 for 101 yards, 0 TDs and 0 interceptions. He has 2 rushes for 9 yards. Brian Robinson Jr. has 5 rushes for 21 yards, a little bit over 4 yards a carry. Gibson has 4 for 15, just under 4 yards a carry. I guess I'm giving them too hard of a time. That's not terrible. So between the two of them, they are at 9 rushes for 36 yards. That's right at 4 yards per carry.
It does not feel like that though, does it?
It doesn't. It feels like they're just getting stuffed every time. But
yeah,
they're
2-3 yards. Like I said, Washington ended up with one of the stronger rushing teams based on raw stats, right? When you're talking about how many yards they got, but it was very much a volume thing. They did not have very many explosive rushing plays. That's something that needs to be fixed, I think.
Here are your receiving stats so far. McLaurin has 2, Turner has 2, Jahan has 2, Antonio Gibson has 2, Brian Robinson Jr. has 4 for 17 yards, and Curtis Samuel has 1 for 11. De'Ami Brown does have a target, but no catches. So that means his incompletions have been to De'Ami Brown and 4-4-2-2-2. I don't know who the other one. I don't know why he has 2 incompletions, but they're only showing 14 targets, even though he's had 15 attempts. Well, who is the other target? I ask thee. It's preseason for the ESPN stats people. I guess. Hey, has everybody hit that like button? Let me check. No. Everybody needs to hit that like button. We appreciate y'all.
Josh Harris in the booth right now. We will not, forgive. Well, we will forgive you if you want to listen to our owner here, and it makes.
Turn it up a little.
Yeah. See, even Stoner wants to hear from him. Will Josh Harris get clowned for his outfit? And how many times did poor former guy get dogged for his outfit? And here we have Josh Harris in a wonderful polo, in my opinion. There's nothing wrong with what he's wearing. I don't care what you go to watch the game. To me, it's ridiculous. The only reason why these two are in suits and ties is because they're calling the game. They're working it. If you're going to enjoy the game, go enjoy the game.
It's a little not billionaire-ish. I don't need him to be in a suit. I don't want him to be in a hoodie like the other guy was all the time, but I need a little bit better than that.
It's 2nd and 8 for Washington, so they can get a first down here without scoring. You got Brian Robinson in the backfield. He sneaks out to the right. This pass is going to De'Ami Brown, who almost catches this in the back of the end zone. Baltimore looked to have broken it up, but De'Ami Brown had a second go at it, and they continued to just knock it out of his hands. De'Ami Brown was my pick, Stoner, as somebody who we might see show out this game. And so far, he's coming up short of my prediction. A good read, by the way, by him to continue trying to fight this. But Baltimore just able to get there.
The pass was behind him.
Yeah.
A little bit, and that's allowed the defender.
I think if it was in front, it would have been even more of an incompletion here. This is going to be at least a first down. This is a touchdown by Antonio Gibson, who fights his way in. And now we see some laundry on the field as some of the tension from those joint practices leaks over. You got Cosme doing the gritty.
That was Nick Gates, who came in just as Antonio Gibson was falling into the end zone, and he hammered a guy, blocked a guy really hard at the last second. Maybe it was late. We'll see.
Yeah.
But that started a whole thing.
Yeah. Look at the decision making here. Gibson's gonna start this in the backfield, and he's just gonna go straight to the center, and Sam Howell sees it and immediately rips that ball.
Here comes Gates.
Gibson, good time fighting here. Oh yeah, Gates with some late antics.
Here's the thing.
I mean, but this is at least 6. This isn't going to change.
Hold on. That's what I'm saying. Hold on, Nathan. That they might not give it to him. You know how when sometimes a guy scores a touchdown and they taunt the other guy and they'll bring it back. Hang on.
All right, let's see here.
All right, gave him the touchdown.
Touchdown. Okay, so we'll get this back up to 6.
Offsetting penalties. Cool. That we got
There we
9,
go.
buddy.
Oh, yep. Sorry. That is correct. Math is hard here in Oklahoma.
That is hard. Let's go. Where's the music?
Let's hit that. And to the Commanders, have victory.
So Trev just texted us and said that he said Josh Harris is hammered.
Oh,
now I've heard him a few times, and he does constantly sound that way. He kind of slurs his word, but that's his normal voice.
Okay, because he absolutely sounded hammered last week too against the Browns.
Right. So I wouldn't worry about that. But wow, great read by, as you said earlier, great decision
read by Sam Howell.
Yep, and they possibly.
Sorry, that I forgot that I was playing the music still. I wanted to give everyone what they asked for, which is this right here. Sam Howell with the touchdown pass to Antonio Gibson to put Washington up 10-7 against the Baltimore Ravens.
They possibly could have gotten, I think it was Cole Turner, who was kind of clearing things out, and which allowed Gibson to get open there. They could have called him for like a offensive pass interference, which they do for ticky-tack type stuff. But they didn't. So Gibson was open, and then he fought to get in the end zone. You love to see that fight from Gibson, that second, third, fourth effort to get into the end zone. So and what I think I really enjoy about this, I mentioned it right before the play. They could have just gotten the first down, and they could have had 4 plays to get into the end zone. So that pass was just brilliant all the way around. It would have gotten the first down. Gibson fights for those extra yards and manages to sneak in for the touchdown. But at minimum, that's a first down play. Yep.
And it just gave Antonio Gibson that opportunity, right? It was good play designed by EB. It was great execution, smart. Howell immediately sees the middle of that field is just wide open. Gibson finds himself into that area. And we have a touchdown for Washington on their 3rd drive of the game.
So in his 3 drives, he did a field goal, a punt, and a touchdown. He's definitely done, unless Baltimore fumbles the kickoff. Or
unless you have another turnover here real quick. You're not going to see these starters again, I don't think.
So he finishes 14 of 17 for 110 yards and a touchdown. That's what you want. You're going to – I can hear it already.
It's efficient.
I can hear it already. This was Baltimore's second-team defense. They didn't have a single starter in the secondary. That's fine. I don't care. He did it with who he had to do it against, and he was very efficient. Spread it around to a bunch of guys. So we talked about McLaurin, Turner, Dotson, Robinson, Samuel, Gibson, and Diami. Now, Diami didn't get a catch, but he had 2 targets.
He was targeted a couple times. Joey Slibe kicking this through the uprights. I really wish that was like worth a point. Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be great if a kickoff goes through the uprights? It's just worth an extra point. This is done. I love this from Tommy here. Gates is what we need on O-line. I agree. I also think Sam Cosmi has some of that nastiness. He's also a guy, you just saw him have some fun as he hit the gritty after the touchdown. This funny. The interior of this offensive line, I think, has the greatest potential with Sam Cosmi. He is still kind of learning that guard spot at the NFL. Here we go with Josh Johnson. Big play down the middle to Kolar. This is going to be caught. There is a flag.
It is definitely the second-team defense in there, by the way.
Smith Williams in as an edge rusher. Everyone stopped. Everyone was marching forward, and now they're like, okay, wait, what's the call going to be?
That's
hands to the face against Washington. Penalties declined. They're going to go with the first down here. Christian Holmes, another guy fighting for a roster spot. late round rookie last year out of Oklahoma State. Quan Martin in the slot this time. Josh Johnson at the 42-yard line. Casey Toohill at rush. This is another big deep pass. Wild Goose is going to get flagged for this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wild Goose. What are you really shocked? Wild Goose. Are you really shocked you pushed him? You pushed Wallace way before the pass got there.
Good call, Dougford. You're probably right.
Yeah, pass interference.
Is there a target on throwaways? So maybe that's why the
could be. Jahan Dotson targeted when he threw it out of the end zone. Good point. Yeah, Wild Goose getting beat, and then Wild Goose, I think, is trying to argue that he had turned his head around just a little bit here, and he does, but he's like way late, just running right into him.
All right, see if you can hold him to a field goal attempt.
First and goal here. Josh Johnson again looking to pass. This one's going to the end zone. This one again just Wild Goose being picked on. Wallace.
All right,
so touchdown grab. Easy 6 points here for Baltimore.
All right, we talked about if there was a turnover, would the first team offense come out? Well, they went down the field in like less than 30 seconds. So, do you bring the first team offense?
2-minute offense. I would like to see it.
Oh, that's not a catch, bro. That's not a catch. Sorry.
We are going to take this one back.
Replay. That is not a catch. Look, Bobble. He didn't complete the catch. Oh, man.
Wild Goose. Yeah, this one's close. Wild Goose. This is why Wild Goose came up and was screaming here.
That it was incomplete.
Oh, they're not
even going to look at it. Jeez.
Nope. They're just going to give it to him. No need to replay it in the preseason, I guess.
The official back there too was going to throw the
flag. I had seen that. He was bringing up the his laundry.
Josh Harris. Get me out of here.
He's like, I want to get back to my beer, guys.
Yeah. All right. So what? So are they going to bring the first team offense back out?
A minute 34. I would like to see it.
I mean,
run a 2-minute offense.
But what if they told them when they came off, if they said, okay, that's it, and they kind of, shut it down mentally, and, maybe some guys took some pads off or shoes off or something like that, then going to be interesting to see who comes out.
Doug, I disagree. I don't think he secured it, but that's what it is. Yeah, good time for a 2-minute drill. It's Howell time. Get some shots deep. Gus Bus, let Howell get a 2-minute warning with 3 timeouts. Exactly. That's a lot of time on the clock with the 3 timeouts. Let them see it. Hold off Jacoby Brissett just for a little bit. This is a scenario that you work during practice, but game time's different, right? Game time is just, there's something different. You're playing in the lights. Let's see it. Your defense just gave up a touchdown. Get this 2-minute offense out there and see what they can do.
Now we're down 14-10. We gotta beat the. Now it becomes these backups gotta get the win. I've seen what I need to see from Sam. Like I said, though, he might come back in, but. Now we just need that win.
Gus Bus, you can already hit that like button because that's already happened once. And MG, you're always here, man. And again, we tolerate quite a bit from you. We've explained why, and I'm not going to talk to you any further. You can interact.
But, he's giving us some.
No, he's using that as taunting. You obviously weren't there before. We appreciate the views from MG, but yeah. Yeah, Patriot, absolutely right. This defense might not be as deep as we thought. Honestly, the defensive line, I think, has some depth at defensive tackle, although they're being absolutely just manhandled right now. The defensive backs have some decent depth. but you are also seeing some of the ones that are your fifth and sixth guys because your top two. This is returned here by, I believe that's Kashmir Allen. Bring this out.
Yep, bring the starters out.
Yep, starter's going to try this one.
Come. 2-minute drill.
Not a fan of that return, by the way.
Well, he went right up the middle. I know he caught a lot of heat. He caught a lot of heat last week when he was kind of running towards the side. And I think they've told him, you can't do that in the NFL. You're not faster than all the guys like you were in college. Straight up the middle, son. All right, from the 21.
1:29 left on the clock here. Gibson's going to clear out the back.
5 wide. Blitz.
Sam Howell just going to eat this one. Sam Howell cannot do this. You cannot. You got to see this. This is something that he got caught with against Cleveland. He just did not see the free runner.
And by the way, for clarification, we didn't put MG in timeout. We just threatened to.
Fair enough. There we go.
Yeah, we never did.
I think
look at his eyes. He's like, I can't believe nobody blocked me.
Yeah. Lucas pushed out to the side as if he was expecting somebody there to stop that.
That looked like a Steve Spurrier play where he doesn't care about blocking. He just wants 5 guys going out every time.
Yeah. 7-yard loss on that sack. That one on Sam Howell, you gotta see those.
Baltimore took a timeout, by the way.
Baltimore with the timeout.
Yep. So they're down to 2 because they got the sack. So they're thinking, all right, we're going to get the ball back if we can.
Yeah. Cornelius Lucas has to get the inside guy, right? Because the inside guy is going to get there sooner. And again, you gotta trust your quarterback to just get rid of those as quickly as he can. Antonio Gibson now coming back in. Sam Howell feeling the pressure, seeing it. He is going to run this one out, going to get just enough to get right around the original line of scrimmage. I think he might have gotten 8 yards, but there is a flag on this play.
What do you think? Defensive holding? Illegal contact?
If only. It does look like it might be on Baltimore. This would be a boon to Washington if this is a gimme first down.
I think it's going to be illegal contact. Give it to me.
As we wait for the call here, this is going to be holding on the defense.
Oh, and you get to add it to the end of the play. Has that always been the case? I always thought it's either one or the other, but man, they changed some rules.
This is right here as 17 on 17 here, and he is absolutely hugging Terry McLaurin. That is hilarious. I mean, he full wrapped his arms around and like clinched. It wasn't just like he went around the belly. He clinched. So here we go. First down for Washington. Sam Howell in shotgun, has plenty of time, does get this ball away to Terry McLaurin. First down. All right, this is where you need to see the movement here. 1 minute and 6 counting. Move these chains up. Get this going. This isn't college. The time does not stop just to move the chains. Oh, we've got all the yellow flags as Gibson jumps and Gates does not snap.
Take the timeout or else you get a 10-second runoff, right?
We are under a minute to play, 54 seconds here.
I think that's the deal.
I want to hear, I won't be able to hear him, but I want to be like the entire offensive line. This is a false start. But they're going to give it to Gibson, who did fall forward. There was no snap. They were expecting it.
Yep, they had to take a timeout, Nathan, or else they'll get a 10-second runoff. So they're down to 2.
2 timeouts. Still plenty of time. 54 seconds. McLaurin is frustrated on the sideline.
Uh-oh. He's not going to the blue 10, is he?
Throwing his either his gloves down or...
Do you think he was going to the blue tent? Right there.
He's going to catch this one. He's going to work, and we don't get to see what happens. That was not a great decision to show that, but it was a good catch by Terry McLaurin, but he was visibly frustrated on the sideline.
Blitz up the middle. Watch out. They're going to drop out. Well, one dropped out. Good protection. Come on, Sam.
Offensive line holding this one.
There you go.
This
Go,
is
John.
nice, easy first down to Jahan Dotson, who's got to keep working it forward.
Flag again. Probably offensive holding this time. I don't know. All right. It's against the Ravens.
And it looks like they've declined it already. Illegal contact on Baltimore. Declined. Results in a first down. Haven't even hit that button in a minute. First down. Off to McLaurin is not hurt. Is what we got people thinking McLaurin's hurt.
Yes.
We got off to is in the stadium right now.
Yes, but I'm looking at Twitter, and people in the stadium said he did limp off the field.
You got Pringle down there on the bottom. Jahan Dotson unable to bring this one down as it was deflected by Washington, the player, not the team. 2nd and 10, 41 seconds. Here we go. Here's another look here as his ankle gets rolled up on by Welch. Terry McLaurin winces. I think that he's just such a gamer. He was just like, no, I want to go back out there, right? But this is preseason.
Yep, they got to
go get it looked at it. Yeah, get it taped. Fight another day, preferably when the game actually matters.
Not a good throw again.
Yeah, this one was a off-target throw on a little bit of a scramble out there.
I'm telling you that mentally they shut it down. Mentally they shut down before the half, and now they're out there and their timing is off. And
I guarantee they weren't told that they were done. They were.
Terry's walking off the field.
Yeah, he's done for the day. We will not see Terry McLaurin here. 3rd and 10. Sam Howell looking to get this one away.
Nice.
Gets this to Jahan Dotson for a first down.
Timeout.
All right. 30 seconds on the clock. Are they going to do? They did the timeout at 29 seconds.
Nice. Smart. It doesn't look serious, but right now it's adrenaline and all that other stuff. It's game adrenaline. What's it going to be tomorrow when he gets up? Is it going to be swollen? Is it going to be sore? Can he practice? All that. It's tough, man. It's tough when a guy gets hurt in the preseason when it's almost halftime. And
these are super important reps though for Sam Howell and this offense to get. Great pass block by Brian Robinson, getting and good stuffing call. That rush up the center. Gave enough time to Sam Howell to get this one out to Jahan Dotson. Terry McLaurin still walking.
He's limping, man.
He's got a little strut. He's got a little strut there. It'll certainly be something we'll be talking about all week. He's not going to play against Cincinnati.
Man, I hate seeing that.
Yeah, not great. 1st and 10 here. They did give the second back, so there's 30 seconds on the clock here as Washington is. Get rid of the ball, Sam. Get rid of the ball.
Oh, nice.
Sam Howell sneaks away, launches this one out. That is going to be another Washington first down. Sam Howell escaped no less than 2 sacks there.
And then Dotson's going to be open. So just look for one.
Yeah. Washington uses their last timeout. They are clearly in the red zone here. Dax Milne, one of the wide receivers. There's one miss. There's 2. And then he just launches this one. Ooh. Jahan Dotson worked his way back here. Watch this, right? He is running and he sees Sam Howell's in trouble and he just starts running this back down the sideline. And great moves here.
And Howell threw it more towards the middle of the field rather than the sideline, which is not where Dotson was. So Dotson had to go back and get it. Now, he was tackled inbounds, so they had to use their last timeout. So if he had thrown it to him right on the edge, he could have jumped out of bounds after that. So just those little things.
21 seconds, so 9 seconds taken off the clock with that.
All right.
Washington at the 11-yard line, it looks like.
So got to get this into the end zone at the
11-yard line.
Got to throw
Sam
into the end
Howell
zone.
has time. He has thrown this in the end zone. De'Ami Brown was the target, but he threw that out. I don't think that was so far out of bounds. I do not believe that was intended to be caught.
All right. Well, we can't see the replay yet, but
Dax Milne out there for Washington. That speaks volumes again about his spot on the 53.
Where's my man Pringle?
Pringle was out there as earlier.
4 wide.
So Bates in
the end zone.
Into
the end zone.
Going to be going to De'Ami for a touchdown.
Nice catch, De'Ami.
That is a catch for Washington. Hail to the Commanders. Hail victory.
Woo! Gotta love it, baby.
6 up there for Washington.
Hey, Nathan, how about that 2-minute drive?
There we go. Hey, that's why you do it. That is absolutely why you do it. You need to give him time. And this is why I'm a Howell stoner.
Yeah.
He is a young guy. He's going to make mistakes. Okay. Mm-hmm. He should not have taken the sack as Joey Sly hits that extra point here. Washington is probably going to end this half up 17-14. There are 12 seconds left. But look at what Sam Howell did. He took the sack. He avoided another sack, and then he just throws an absolute dart here to De'Ami Brown.
Nathan, when we talk about something that our guy couldn't do last year, he threw De'Ami Brown open. De'Ami Brown was not open when he threw that ball, and he threw it to a spot that he knew De'Ami could get to, not where De'Ami was. And De'Ami worked his way around the defender for that touchdown catch. That, my friend, is the difference between a good quarterback and a really good quarterback. I'm going to say great.
This is good start here for Sam Howell. Last drive, 5 of 8, 78 yards.
I think, you know what I think we should do, Nathan? I think we should break that down tomorrow. That 2-minute drive.
It sounds like the right thing to do.
5 of 8.
Joey Sly's going to kick this one up, and it is going to go to the back of the end zone.
How about that, Nathan? How about that 2-minute drive from the kid? I want to say rookie, but he's just a kid.
Not a rookie. First-year starter, I will accept. Yeah. Anybody who calls him a rookie or says he is a rookie and all this other malarkey, he is not. The time that he spent as a third stringer last year was invaluable. Okay. It was very, very much needed for the development. It's why we're seeing a more well-rounded player. He was not ready to start.
Yeah.
And here we go. Josh Johnson's going to take the knee. Washington is going to go into the half up 17-14. Sam Howell with another touchdown pass. Get those howls ready here. Excellent job. Patriot Clips with the full stat line there. 19 for 24, 188 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's in a half. Mind you. Last year for a Washington Washington last year, that's a full game for a Washington quarterback last year. In fact, how many times did a Washington quarterback throw for more than 188 yards last season?
Last year, I think it happened a little bit more than
just how many times? 17 games, Stoner. You tell me.
Games? I'll say right about almost half. I'll say 8. That's my guess.
You think it was 8? I am going to look this up. If somebody has it before me, let me know here.
All right. I'm going to answer some of these questions while you're looking that up. Ant, the Ravens got the ball first and moved the ball right down the field for a touchdown. So Washington will get the ball to start the second half. Tommy's making a point, 2 for 3 in the red zone tonight. The other one, they kicked a field goal. So very good. Let's see. And this is going to bother me tonight, Nathan. I'm not going to lie. This is going to bother me all night.
The Terry's ankle.
Yeah. Off to Another World, who is in the stadium. He said, "This is amazing. Feels like 2012."
Do not tease me
or
like
better.
that. Off to better than 2012. 2012 was a special season, though. Really, there was a lot of excitement, I think, early on, but as the team didn't live up to expectations early on, you can kind of see some of it waver. And then when they turned it on again, and they make the late push, and RG3 was just something special.
Yeah,
to
they
watch.
were 3-6, right?
Yeah,
they were 3-6, and
it waned a little bit, and then it started coming back as you just started. They unleashed him, but great play there. So Michael thinking it was 4, Metaphor saying 7. You said 8, Stoner.
Yeah,
it was 8 times if the mark was 188 yards.
I mean, can I don't know. Can I win $1? I should get $1 for that.
How bad is it though?
8?
That means 8 times, only 8 times, which in as a 17-game season means 9 times your quarterback did not throw for more than 188 yards. Here's some of the passing totals from last year. These are full games.
Full games.
158, 124. 158, by the way, is Sam Howell. 124, 138. They barely got it against the Houston Texans at 191, 178, 126. Another just barely 198 against the Green Bay Packers, 86 yards. That's the Chicago Bears games. Yeah,
I remember that game was
155, 153. Just abysmal. I mean, they started the year pretty hot, right? 300 yards, 308 yards. 342 yards against Tennessee, and you're thinking, okay, this could be something. And then they do 86 yards against the Bears, and it was just downhill from there. They never broke 300 again after that. Yeah, 9 times your quarterbacks threw for less than 188 yards. Sam Howell does that in one drive. We'll see.
So, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on? What are your thoughts on Sam's play for that half? Statistics aside, what did you think he did well and what he didn't do well?
I'm glad they kept him in there for as long as they did.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that they worked on that 2-minute offense. They clearly need it, right? He needs more reps. I don't necessarily, with the injury to Terry McLaurin, even if it ends up being minor, I don't want to see this offense again, the first string offense out in the second half.
You don't want to, so you don't want to see him until week 1.
I don't think they're going to play in Cincinnati.
They're not. I mean, it's 4 days away or after today.
They're not going to play in Cincinnati. So the next time we'll see them is against the Cardinals. And I think that's just a smart decision. They did what you wanted them to do in one half. They were efficient. They did the 2-minute offense. Like there's nothing more for them to prove to do, right? In this game. And there's not enough time to turn around for Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good thing they still have those 2 timeouts. We are going to switch this up.
That's funny. Here's Gregory Pett says that he held the ball too long in a couple of plays. And I agree. Totally. Yeah.
He did. And he, again, took sacks that he doesn't need to take. He is not seeing the blindside blitzer. If there's one thing that I'm concerned about for his development is I think that he sees the field pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I think that when he's looking out there, he sees what's going on. Like you said, he threw Diami open. He tends to make smart decisions, and I like that. The problem we've seen twice now, at least twice, once against the Browns and once here, is a blindside blitz catches him off guard. He needs to be able to instinctively know that that guy is coming in hot and get rid of the ball.
Or
and he hasn't done it yet.
Or he's got to move the protection to that side, knowing that that guy's going to be there, or knowing that that play is going to leave that side vulnerable. And therefore you got to adjust your protection before you snap it so that you can hold on to the ball a little bit longer after you snap it.
Yeah, absolutely. Here, John asking, do the announcers know anything? They gave Ohio State credit for all of John Dotson's catches, even though he went to Penn State, not Ohio State. Yeah. That one's got to rub the Penn State fans the wrong way, as that is not a friendly rivalry between those two. O-line is O-line is doing a lot better than I expected. I really thought there'd be a lot more pressure on Sam Howell. He's had time to throw more often than not. So
this guy has been trying to get us to talk about a few of these things. So Billy O'Breezy says Howell is not it. Caleb or May next season with the squad will solve a lot of problems. If you're in line to get Caleb or May, you're winning 3 games this year.
Yeah, the
problem with that is you have too much talent around Sam to be able to only win 3 or 4 games and have the number 1 or number 2 pick.
Yeah, thanks, Billy, for tuning in. Billy's a Cincy fan that I worked with previously. Shout out to him. Yeah, he not a Howell believer, and he won't get to see Howell next week as they go up against his Bengals. But again, you're right on point there, Stoner. This is a team that is simply not in the market, not in the range, I'll say. You know, obviously, if Sam Howell turns out not to be it, they would definitely be in the market. But they're not going to be in the range. They would have to have a lot of things go wrong for them to be
a lot
in the draft area to take one of those quarterbacks. Or it would again take an RG3 level deal to move up. And then, as the announcers there were just talking about Trey Lance, do you risk your franchise trading all that when you grab a guy like Purdy, who I still think is just but Shanahan's offense doesn't need anything too exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tommy T, it's definitely an outsider's opinion from what they've seen, what they've heard. And you got to remember, Sam Howell is was taken in the 5th round. You didn't get to see him at all last year until the final game, where he was 11 of 19, 150 yards. So you didn't really see that, plus that horrendous interception. So if that's your only experience with him, you're not going to be very high on Sam Howell. A lot of Washington fans, we've got the burgundy and gold glasses on, and I'm not afraid to admit that. I am very much a Howler, and I know I've got burgundy and gold glasses. Sam Howell is still, even if you don't want to consider him it, as Billy had said, the thing about it is he's still heads and shoulders above what Washington's had for a decade, right? Kirk Cousins was the last quarterback that was capable of throwing for 4,000 yards in burgundy and gold. Sam Howell looks like he's capable of throwing for 4,000 yards while playing for Washington. There's going to be bumps and bruises. We saw some of that here, where he's running when he shouldn't be running, or he's not seeing the blitz, or he's throwing the ball in questionable areas. He is a first-year starter in his 2nd year with only, again, 1 actual game under his belt. There is going to be bumps and bruises along the way. I think that there's something there where Washington can capitalize on his play. Maybe he turns out to be a Kirk Cousins who doesn't. Kirk Cousins is another one who doesn't have it. He's a quality QB, probably top 10 in the NFL, but he doesn't have it, right? Sam Howell, if he doesn't have it, he's still going to be a quality QB in this league that has the potential to take Washington into a playoffs. That's my opinion. That's where I stand on that. So, Stoner, you've muted yourself. You put yourself in timeout there.
I don't know if you hit this, but Gus was asking if Wiley started the game.
He did start the game. I believe he played the first series and only the first series, as he had Scott come in after I think in the second series was when we noticed that he was coming in. So Gus Bus saying rather Howell take a bad sack than give up a costly turnover. Absolutely. You saw how they were able to come back from that 7-yard sack, which was egregious. Okay. I mean, that's going to happen every now and then. My worry is that it's happened twice in 2 weeks that he's not picked up a blindside blocker. This one, it was just a free rusher on the left side. So they've got to work that out. The one last week against the Browns, the guy did come from deep. Okay. That guy came from the secondary, and that one is the one that I really want him to work on. You got to know that you got to be able to see that guy's coming in hot and then immediately dump it to your hot route, which is supposed to be on that side because somebody's going to be open because the guy just came running in your face. This one seemed more like a pass protection issue. The line wasn't slid in the right pass blocking scheme, and that's how you end up with the defensive edge rusher in your face. So beautiful turnover again by Quan Martin. Impressive run too, back by him to get him down at the 50-yard line here.
Heck yeah, it was.
Oh gosh. They just replayed the Nick Gates just smashing the guy. It was brutal. That was that one deserved a little scuffle afterwards. But De'Ami Brown finally making good on me calling him out as a potential fire start for today. We expect some more from De'Ami Brown. We're probably not going to see Curtis Samuel.
So you think De'Ami plays the second half with Jacoby?
I think he's the fourth wide receiver. I think he's going to play some.
I'm going to say no. I'm going to say they're going to shut him down. They've seen enough of him.
You want $1 on it?
Yeah.
Okay. We got $1 on it, folks. Let us know where you stand on this. Is De'Ami Brown going to get a second half snap as Washington is leading Baltimore 17-14 here in the third quarter, underway right now? This one's not going to be returned. Knee down. Smart decision here.
Okay,
not to return it this time. Yeah, I didn't like the return. That one was a little deeper than the one that's kicked off the 2-minute drill, but he could have let that ball go because he caught that in the end zone. He made the decision to run it out, which takes time away from your 2-minute offense, and he didn't get it to the 25. That's always going to be my marker. Is you have to at least get it to the 25 to justify. Here we are, Jacoby Brissett out there, and
Rodriguez
he's going to pass. Yeah, I was about to say Chris Rodriguez is dropping his first pass here. Bates is out there. I'm pretty sure I saw De'Ami Brown up top, but
oh, you did, huh?
Just calling it like I see it. Just calling it like I see it. Sam Howell, so young too, by the way, 22. That's the thing. He is a young guy. There's still a lot of room for him to grow as an individual. Jacoby Brissett is going to let Chris Rodriguez to get this one. Chris Rodriguez has something to him that I've really been liking here as he picks up 5 yards on this one.
Uh-oh. I think I might have seen De'Ami.
Yeah, De'Ami definitely. De'Ami's definitely out there. Yeah, HT Sam has a baby face. He absolutely. I mean, again, he is a kid. He is 22 years old.
Yeah.
Even with the beard, he looks super young.
Yep. I'm trying to look at all the guys out there.
De'Ami Brown right there, number 2. Thank you for your dollar, sir.
Free dollar. Good call.
Told you. Yeah, that's the 4th wide receiver I would expect him to be out there. Jacoby Brissett going to dump this one off. Maybe just shy of the sticks here is Dax Milne.
That's what Dax does. He'll catch it, but that's about it.
Here's something we need to get with Anthony Armstrong, our fellow Believe Network.
Okay.
He's a wide receiver. I want to know on those short passes like that, is that Dax Milne not knowing where the sticks is? Did he round off his route too early? Is that where the play is designed? I just don't see, like, you shouldn't be that short of the sticks here, as Pilardi is going to punt this one away. Washington goes 3 and out to start their second half. He touched it.
Did he touch it?
Just
go ahead and grab it. I don't think he did.
Okay. This one's going to get downed at the 15 by Trey Main. Name I didn't expect to be calling on broadcast today.
Yeah, we're gonna be going. Wait, who's that again?
Gonna go deep here. Yeah.
Let's see. I'm looking at like some of the national guys. Pat McAfee was impressed with Sam Howell. Ari Marov impressed.
You got to remember, this is Monday Night Football. This has all eyes on it. This is going to be national media is going to talk about this, and this is what they're going to remember from Sam Howell. So that's pretty important there. Off to saying Terry is fine, won't be back, but he's good. Agreed. I think that if this were a real game, that he probably still would have continued, but the fact that he was limping, they're like, no, we're good. We're not gonna do this one. Left-footed punters, Tommy, are where it's at. It's just kind of like, if you're a skater or whatnot, that goofy footing, there's something about it that just it just throws people off. Yeah, Michael, Art Monk would slap a wide receiver for running a route short of the first down marker. I just don't get it. I really don't. We've seen it a lot. I can understand if it was a curl, right? Or a comeback of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
But he literally just running kind of an out route there. And he's 1 yard shy of where he needs to be. You have to run that at the line to gain. You can't be short because that ball's got to get to you, and then you got to get that first down. And I've seen it too many times. And I mean, there's a reason why Dax Milne's still playing here in the third quarter. But yeah, and Dax Milne is known for good to decent route running.
Yeah, he's a very good route runner, very good hands. He's just not explosive.
I think my TV said
type receiver.
Said good night. I gotta get this going again. Apparently, did your broadcast? What happened here?
Right toe injury.
Ooh, I'd like that less than.
But they don't know how serious, but it's definitely right toe, and of course he's not playing anymore.
All right, but this is fun.
I think you're right that if this was a regular season game, he's playing.
Yeah. You saw the frustration. He wanted to be out there for the rest of that drive.
Big hole. Do you have the game?
Oh, no. My TV just decided that I was done watching for the night, and now I'm watching.
All right. So Melvin Gordon had a big hole on the left side and punch it up there for a first down for Baltimore, who have Anthony Brown is in the game. He is their fourth stringer. I think last year he was their third guy, but they only keep two anyway. Baltimore does. So these guys usually kind of hang around, practice squatters. So it's first and 10 from the 27-yard line. Brown is back to pass. He just dumps it short to Melvin Gordon, who's tackled immediately by Miracle Whip. Nice play by Miracle Whip.
Mayo getting in on the action.
Nice tackle. Right at the line of scrimmage. So it's 2nd and 10 for the Ravens. A lot of second-teamer guys out there. Andre Jones Jr.'s out there. I don't care who the Ravens are that are out there. I don't know hardly any of them unless they're named Anthony Brown or Melvin Gordon Jr. or Keaton Mitchell or something like that.
I would be surprised if we do not see more Keaton Mitchell as this game goes on.
Yep. Brown gets the pass off to the tight end for Baltimore, and he's immediately wrapped up by Miracle Whip. So it was a gain of about 4 or 5 yards. So it'll be 3rd and 5 for the Ravens.
Just caught in here. 11:33 left on the clock. That's for you, Stoner, to show you where I'm at.
Okay.
11:27 as the ball snapped. Brown had some time, and he is getting away from the rush here. He's looking towards the outside. He is going to get to the first down marker before being taken out.
Oh, you got to have that JSW.
Yeah, that was
James Smith-Williams had himself a sack and missed it. All right, give me some, when it comes back, some game clock. Christian Holmes with some nice defense.
Yeah, it looks like there's just nowhere for him to go. So
give me some game clock.
Needs to get there. 11, 10:59, 10:58, 57, 56, 55. Brown Jr. back in shotgun for this one on a 1st and 10 here. Big guy on the move there to block. Brown is going to fake the handoff, rolls out to his right. Now he's going for the edges. Andre Jones gets to run him out of bounds. Andre Jones looking a little slow there.
Well, I mean, he's 265 pounds, and Anthony Brown is like
some of these. I think that's why he's a 7th rounder, and
probably.
I think Jones has a lot of potential. I think one of the things though with him is a lot of people, because he was a 7th round pick, the fact that he's been showing up is because you weren't expecting that out of a 7th rounder. But I don't think we're necessarily going to get some here. As Keaton Mitchell takes this handoff up the right hand side, he's got plenty of space. Maker. He is big gash there from Keaton Mitchell. As Castro Fields in on the tackle.
Appreciate you, Dwayne Sweet. Very nice of you to say that.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Big gain here. Eifler unable to get to him. I'm not sure who missed the tackle there, but Castro,
a baller, man.
Yeah, Castro Fields able to tackle him and get him out of bounds.
All right, come on now. We need to win this game. Here. Let's go.
Ball is now on the 28-yard line. Washington's 28. Brown looking to pass, gets it up in the middle, and Mayo with the tackle on. How did you say his name? Prochet.
Yeah, Prochet.
Prochet's been targeted quite a bit here for Baltimore.
He definitely turned that corner big time. Keaton Mitchell. He's a player, man.
Yeah,
but that's why you don't draft
Mitchell
running backs early.
Yeah.
You can find a guy like Keaton.
Now we got a pitch out to the side here. This one's Melvin Gordon, and it's going to be tackled before the line to gain.
Flag.
Did we got holding here?
That's what it seems like.
Brown pitched this almost immediately out to Gordon. So Keaton Mitchell getting looked at on the sideline. Not sure if that's a shoulder or just a pad issue.
No penalty.
No penalty. They picked that one up.
F them.
Oh, I got to change someone didn't, or maybe you guys did and I didn't see it. Change the possession marker.
Possession arrow.
Yeah. Change the possession arrow. But you have possession now, Stoner.
Oh, I do. All right. Let me take it and run with it. I would like to just take some points off the board, if I may, on my side. All right. 3rd and 1.
Here we go. I formation. This one's going to be up the middle. This one's going to be a first down.
Nice move
by Gordon. Doesn't get any further, but still going to get enough for a first down here.
Nice move. They had the hole plugged, but he's just sidestepped a couple of tackles and found enough room for the first down.
Yeah, Odell Beckham Jr. not playing today. Lamar Jackson wasn't playing, so the defense wasn't really tested. Doesn't matter. It was their second team defense for the Commanders. Holding them to 14 points, trying to stop them here as Baltimore is in the red zone on a 1st and 10. The pass is going to get away and going to be a touchdown by Baltimore. Making that one again look too easy as Vokalek here gets a 17-yard touchdown.
Vokalek. Take that football with you because you ain't making the team.
Never heard of that guy. Put it up to 20 points here.
I mean, I could have ran that route. What's so special about that?
I mean, that was a clean route. That was a clean route.
Nobody in front of him. He just
Oh no, he had wide open field. But it was a clean little. He put his foot in the grass and cut that. Tucker, good for that extra point here. Baltimore back on top, 21-17. Baltimore trying to make this 25 in a row. Can Jacoby Brissett now get the win? Because it is his to put Washington back on top. If this is baseball, right? Sam Howell left the game in the hands of Jacoby Brissett, and Jacoby Brissett does not score. Baltimore does score. Be second possession here for Washington in the second half. What do you expect from them, Stoner?
Man, I just I don't know. What do you expect from a bunch of second and third teamers? Just win the game. Win. I want to get rid of
quiet these Baltimore fans cheering on the preseason undefeated record. Stop the trolls there here.
Orlovsky is pumping up Sam Howell. So a lot of the national people are really pumping him up.
I know Mina Kimes liked Sam Howell prior. Hopefully we'll hear more from her on why she thinks that he can be special.
Yeah. X-rays were negative on Terry McLaurin's toe.
Yeah, he stubbed it. He's got several weeks to rest that toe. Washington doesn't play a real opponent. Yeah, for 3 weeks here.
Yeah.
So opening day is going to be, I believe, 9/11, isn't it?
Is not 10th is the
10th. Yeah, sorry. They'll play the Cardinals on the 10th.
Yep.
12 p.m. here Central Time, 1 p.m. local. The game will be on Fox. Of course, the game will also be right here on Ref the District. If you're watching right now, we'd appreciate it if you hit that like button for us.
Oh, yeah.
And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, we're on the Believe Network. We bring you content every day. Sometimes that's in the form of Daily Commanders Update. Tomorrow, it's going to be in the form of a Day After Reckoning, where we're going to break down this game. Stoner already said it. We're going to break down that second, that 2-minute drive, see where Sam Howell went right, where he went wrong, what we liked about it, and why we're excited for the season. So be sure to tune into that. Wednesday, we have our standard flagship program. It's usually about 2 hours long. Stoner's going to be holding that one down with a special guest and Trev. So Trev will return for that one there. I have family obligations, so I will not be there for that, as this kick goes out of the end zone. No return here for Kashmir Allen, who does look like a small guy, by the way.
He's a top, man. He is tiny.
Gus Bus asks, do you think our starting D would fare better against Lamar than our second stringers have fared against Baltimore's second stringers? Lamar is a very special player. So that right there, we have difference makers on defense, as this is a nice big gash up for Chris Rodriguez here.
No, that was Jonathan.
Williams. That was Jonathan Williams up the middle. There we go.
I like Jonathan Williams a lot.
EP's going to get on you. Yeah. EP's going to get on you. She's a Jarrett freaking Patterson, but you can see he's here 5th in and touches as far as running back. That's does not spell good for our local favorite Jarrett Patterson. So back to Gus's question. Lamar is special. We have difference makers. We do have problems containing mobile quarterbacks. As Jacoby Brissett here is moving around in the pocket, he is scrambling out to his right. He is going to go for the first down. So nice job there by Jacoby for the first down. We're going to hit that first down.
First down.
But my issue with this defense is they tend to start seasons slow. So I think they would have had difficulty. It probably would have been the same score. Maybe it wasn't going to be an interception by Quan Martin, but kind of similarly, they probably would have taken more time off the clock and then would have been a different game. But I think they would have just fared okay as Jacoby Brissett gets this pass away to Dyami Brown, who is just making moves in the open field.
Do it.
One of the reasons why they like it. First down.
Those are some nice moves. He made
two guys. The pass was nothing special to Dyami Brown. Dyami Brown just juked three guys out of a roster spot.
It was like what Zay Flowers did in the first half for Baltimore.
Oh, absolutely.
Got it in the flat, in space.
I mean, it's just a shame Dyami Brown was not going to play this third quarter, right, Stoner? All right, we got the fake handoff to Jonathan Williams, who does a good job pass blocking. This one is going to go to Pringle. About 5 yards on this one.
That guy 39 for Baltimore, his name's Washington. He's the one that, number one, started the fight with Cole Turner in the joint practice. Number two was the one that got the penalty when Gates got in the mix on the Antonio Gibson touchdown. So
all right, here we go with Jonathan Williams making a couple moves here, getting a first down for Washington. First down.
Gregory Pett has a question.
What you mean, EP? Jarrett frickin' Patterson. That's who she loves. She loves herself some Jarrett Patterson. She's got a shirt that says Jarrett frickin' Patterson. But Jonathan Williams is doing a good job here. We've not really seen a lot of C-Rod, Chris Rodriguez.
Yeah.
I
wonder what that means.
I know. Are they holding out on him just to save him for later here as he is in now? Oh. No, that's still Jonathan Williams here. This is
that's pass. A penalty.
Ooh.
Come on, man. Seriously.
Dyami Brown gets tackled without the ball.
He jumped on his head.
Yeah, not a great pass by Jacoby Brissett.
No, definitely.
And Dyami Brown pays the price as he was sliding to make the catch. Ball hits the dirt anyways, and Baltimore cornerback just jumps on Dyami Brown's head.
I'm surprised they didn't throw a penalty on that. So 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Aaron, that makes a big difference there. Lamar would have had the whole first. There's Chris Rodriguez taking another pass. They're using him out of the backfield a little bit here.
Mm-hmm. So 3rd and 6.
Mr. Manchin, don't forget our first round pick stopped a drive. Yep, absolutely. That wonderful tackle for a loss.
Yeah, it was excellent.
Yeah, they did pretty good. And now third and 6 here now for Jacoby Brissett. And Chris Rodriguez in the backfield with him. You got John Bates down on your right-hand side of the screen.
Wide, huh?
Dax Milne running across Jacoby's face. Jacoby's going to get it behind Dax Milne. Again, throwing it short of the sticks.
Field goal attempt from
Joey Sly.
Looks like it.
Yeah, they're bringing off the offense here. They're going to try to take the points.
Come on, Jacoby. That was not good. They had a couple of bad throws on that drive.
Okay,
had some good ones, but
there are a lot of Jacoby champions. EP being one of them. This is going to be a 49-yard attempt here from Joey Sly here. Won the kicking battle. This is a low snap. This one's going to get away, and that is 3 points for Washington.
How about that, Tress?
No, I didn't change the I've been bad
possession
about
arrow.
the possession arrow. Yeah, Tress Way. That's why you keep them around. No panic here as this snap is in the ground. Tress Way gets it down. And
I mean, that was good from 60 something.
That easily
49,
was
and that was halfway up.
Yeah, that was quite the kick, and it was down the middle. More importantly, 3
Nice job,
points
Joey
for
Sly.
Washington. Yep, there you go.
21-20.
Just Bus, send Tress Way his flowers, Stoner.
Oh, I was just kidding about the other. Okay, come on, you guys know this. Tress is amazing, and he's.
I almost broke out the Tress Way jersey. I decided to go with McLaurin instead with the burgundy because I knew they were wearing burgundy today. My Tress Way is black.
You want to hear a hot take?
All right, let's hear your hot take, sir.
Tress Way is going to end up on the Ring of Honor.
Oh, that's not a hot take. That's a gimme.
If he retired today, he wouldn't. He's got to do it another 3 or 4 years. He's a punter. He can't do it for like 6 years and then
Tress Way's been a punter for nearly a decade for Washington.
I'm going to go under 9. You said nearly a decade, so I'll give you 9.
8. Come on, you got to give me 8.
It might be 8, but I'm going under 9. You said nearly a decade. I'm going under 9.
He has played since 2014.
So this would be probably year 10 then.
Yep, this is year 10. Nearly a decade, sir. Thank you kindly. That's $2.
2 to 1 though. You owe me 1.
What did I owe you 1 for?
It was something really early, and I said,
we're gonna have to play this one back because I did not agree to a dollar bet. I did not. Wasn't even arguing your point. You just correctly predicted something, and you're like, "Oh, I should get $1 for that." You don't get $1 from me for correctly predicting something.
I think I do.
You got to go up against somebody to get $1.
No, I think what I said is correct.
No, this wasn't a dollar. Even if it were a dollar, I didn't actually bet against you on that. Nice try. 2-0. I'm up. You're down.
So apparently, now Tommy said this earlier, and I didn't know this, but Cheeseman's had some issues with snapping lately. I'm reading it on Twitter too here now. Mark Bullock is saying that he has a new snapping technique and said it's not working.
Well, then change it back. And to answer Colin's question, we absolutely did draft him. Not only did they draft him, they moved up to get him.
Yeah.
As Joey Sly is going to kick this one way back, but this is returnable here by Baltimore. Looks like Keaton Mitchell's bringing this one out. He's got the speed. He's turned the corner. He's going to make this one positive yardage here, but he is hurt again. That is a shoulder issue for Keaton Mitchell.
That's the same shoulder.
Yeah. I thought maybe it was a pad issue because he was kind of like trying to adjust, the pad. That is a shoulder or collarbone issue for Keaton Mitchell as he again came up grasping his left side there. You hate to see it. I don't want to see any injuries, not even to the Cowboys. Okay. I don't want to see it. These people are playing for their lives. This is their livelihood, and especially a player who seems like he's going to be special in Keaton Mitchell here, as Brown is still the quarterback for Baltimore, handing this one off. Nice hole in the side there for Wright as he picks up about 6 yards on the first down run. Sam Howell is on screen, so 90% of the people watching right now have tuned us out to listen to Sam Howell. Do not blame you here, but if you are sticking around and you can hear this, make sure you hit that like button for us. Aunt Jay, we need at least 1 or 2 sacks on this drive for real. You're not kidding. We need pressure. I will just take making the quarterback second guess himself.
There you go. Oh,
yeah. Here we go. This was meant to be a tackle for a loss. Some hesitation there from the edge, not stopping that sooner, but it is a short gain. Sam Howell got a cut lip there. Put that on the injury report. De'Ami Brown, Tommy T says De'Ami Brown being evaluated for a concussion. That's per John Kime. Thanks, Tommy, for that update. Yeah, that was not
That was the hit.
That was not a good hit. You might see a fine for that. You might see a fine for that one. It wasn't flagged, but a late hit is a late hit, and they do not like that. There we go. Oh, this is tackle for a loss. Who gets in here? 64 Mac gets in there and disrupts this, and everybody cleans up. Potato on the tackle.
Hey, Mac's the guy they just signed this week.
Yep, Mac
that's
is
right.
the new sign.
I was gonna say, who's gonna be the first guy we never heard of on our team, and I was gonna say Mac, but then I was like, oh yeah, wait, we just signed that dude just a couple days ago. So good for him.
HT bringing up something that's worth talking about here, and that is the turnout. Saying Josh Harris understands it'll take time for more turnout. I think this is honeymoon of happiness just to get the team here as the punt is underway. Nobody touches it, and this will be right about the 30-yard line for Washington. On the turnout thing, though, what's I think important for Josh Harris to see in person. Now, it looks like what I'm saying is there's a lot of burgundy.
Yeah, I was looking at the other side, though. There's a lot of purple.
Okay, so it hasn't always been the case where there's been a lot of burgundy. And for him, I want him to see where there are other fans just trouncing this stadium, right? And coming in, because I want him to experience that and realize he needs to change that. He needs this to be what Kansas City has, what Seattle has, what even Cleveland has, where they have fans that just show up and they take over and they give you home field advantage. Washington, too many times, FedEx Field feels like an away game. Even the players have said as much. So I want him to experience where, I mean, I get it. Baltimore is right up the road there. It's really easy for fans of Baltimore to come down and see this game. But if you get Cardinals fans coming all the way from Arizona,
you won't. Don't worry.
Yeah, that team is not going to be good this year. Not going to be good.
And also something to take into consideration is this is a preseason game. If you watch other preseason games, people don't go to preseason games. I was looking for possibly going to the Cincy game on Saturday. I have family in town, and I was looking at tickets. There's like 40-yard line tickets, 23 rows up, which is perfect, for like $40. Nobody goes to preseason games.
Yeah.
And nobody goes to preseason games all across the league. And now here's the replay.
Yeah, here's the replay. De'Ami Brown going down and just getting a shoulder to the back of the head. Yeah, Kelly should expect to lose some money on that one. He even gets up. Look at Kelly after the fact. He gets up looking for the flag.
Yeah.
He's like, am I going to get called for that? Yeah, that's unfortunate. De'Ami's smiling on the sidelines. That's the last we'll see. Stoner, I'll bet you $1 he does not play the fourth quarter. Commanders, I believe, with the possession now. I did switch this one over, so correctly got it there. Keaton Mitchell being taken off the field. That's the last we'll see of Keaton Mitchell in this game. Hopefully he'll come back for the season. He's a very dynamic runner. All right, 1st and 10, 1:41 left to go in the third quarter here for Jacoby. And
ball's on the ground. That's not good.
That's not going to earn you any love here as Chris Rodriguez fumbles the ball. And Baltimore quickly tells me I should have just kept that possession arrow for Baltimore there. Chris Rodriguez is going to be in the doghouse.
Yeah, that will get you in the doghouse real quick. Like
one of his teammates telling him, don't worry. Yeah, great hole. Hits this, avoids the tackle. Yeah, and he just coughs it up on the third or fourth tackle attempt. And nobody from Washington was around to scoop that one up. Fumbles are something a lot of people were on Antonio Gibson for the longest time for his 6 fumbles, largely because those 6 fumbles were you lost them. Fumbles are are such a random event, both in them happening here as we get we get Brown. Now I'm starting to sound like the home broadcast, calling players the wrong name, as Brown Jr. gets tackled after a short gain there. But fumbles, when that ball hits, it is not a round ball. It's not going to bounce normally. And so recoveries of those are very, very random. So having 6 fumbles and all lost is an anomaly. What Absolutely. You don't want to have is 6 fumbles. And if you look at the rest of Gibson's career, he's not been a fumbler. Chris Rodriguez here probably, going to find himself in the doghouse, but I hope they continue going to him. It's something you haven't seen from Ron Rivera and teams. They've normally, when they have a running back who's been putting the ball on the ground, they bench them for at least a little bit and try to get them worked up and mad to run in the, later on. So we'll see what they do here as Baltimore looking to continue their streak of 24 preseason games, won on a 3rd and 3 here.
Stop
Washington
nice.
Stuffing this one in the back. This is where Washington hopefully can excel here, as Milo Eifler with the tackle for loss. I really like Milo. I hope he sticks around on the roster.
He'll be a practice squad guy.
I mean, he's trying to David Mayo's been, I guess, his biggest contention. We haven't seen Kalike Hudson.
Yeah, I wonder. Maybe he's been out there. We just haven't noticed it. 4th quarter.
Here we go. End of the 3rd quarter. We've got 4th quarter, and it is 4th down for Baltimore. You assume they'll just take the points here, right? Or are they going to try to do this?
I bet they go for it. I'm going to need them timeouts back up there, too.
Oh, yeah. Money Moo, thanks for watching.
Who we got? Money Moo.
Yeah, no.
Money Moo. Y'all
you have to do it.
Moo.
That's just my favorite thing to say when someone wants to talk smack. It's just like, hey, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, Milo Eiffel Tower. Love a metaphor. Look at the linebacking core. Cody Barton and Jamin Davis are going to make it.
Yep.
Mayo is probably going to make it.
Mayo's going to make it.
Kalike Hudson's had a really good camp.
You're done. That's it.
Yeah. So Milo Eifler is going to be on that side looking in. You don't think he can pass either Hudson or Mayo? Someone's got to be better than Mayo, right?
No.
BWL, hi, how's it going? Appreciate you joining us.
Is that Baltimore, Washington?
Is that it for Jacoby Brissett?
It should be. What do we need to see? Why do we need to see?
He's not looked good, though, so far.
Yeah,
don't you want him to get more reps? I was about to go on a rant about Jacoby Brissett, wasn't I? I completely stopped after Chris Rodriguez fumbled. I like Jacoby Brissett as the backup here. I think that he is a fine backup. There are a lot of people who are, a lot of people, but there are people out there who are pretty excited because he was very efficient last year in Baltimore.
Yeah.
And that he's a good backup and all this other stuff. Here's the thing. He's got a losing record. He is a backup quarterback. I think that there are some things about him that are good to have. And if he's going to play a game, I'm not afraid of him starting the game. But if he sees significant playing time this season, then we are in the market for another QB.
Mm-hmm.
Because Jacoby Brissett is not it.
Mm-hmm. Correct. De'Ami Brown has been cleared from concussion protocol. So
excellent. Excellent.
They are going for it. 4th and 2, 4th and 3.
Yeah, 4th and 3. Ball is on the what is that? Yeah, 7-yard line, just above the 6 here. Long 2.5, 3 yards.
Oh,
Mac is on the practice squad, folks.
No, he's not even on the practice.
Not even on the practice squad.
Nope. That move right there will put you right back on the street on Wednesday. Watch. There's my prediction.
Wednesday, they got to pick somebody else up to sit him down.
Yeah. There's other defensive tackles sitting out there. He just gave him a free first down.
Jake Fromm, by the way, is going to have an entire, game next week. So, oh man, Mac, after a quality play earlier, makes a dumb play there, gives Baltimore a first down and goal. Brown hands this one off,
Jones
and
Jr.
there they go. Andre Jones Jr. meeting him in the backfield, saying, "No, sir." That time he looked quick. He looks quick getting after the quarterback when he's going in the back, but if you get him strung out wide, I think that's where he's gonna.
So this running back,
Henry on a tackle too.
Owen Wright is the grandson of Redskins great Brig Owens.
Small world, the NFL here. Andre Jones Jr. being circled on the broadcast as Brown throws this one up and away out of the end zone. Bringing up third and goal. Brown Jr. having nowhere to go on that one and kind of found himself in trouble. This is what we were asking for in chat as well. We just wanted to see that quarterback feel pressure. I want them to pick up sacks, but if they could just pressure them, that'd be something. Gregory, they is saying they know how to pick seventh rounders, don't they? Absolutely. They've definitely hit a few gems there in the seventh round.
All right.
Let's keep it up here. Third and goal on the 8th. Brown Jr. looking to the right, gets this ball away.
Cooler catch.
Yeah, that's the second touchdown now for the tight end out of Baltimore, Volchalek. Volchalek. I don't care how to say his name. We're not going to have to do it there. Yeah, unfortunate penalty by Mac extends this one. Just look at this. There are 3 burgundy jerseys around here.
That's a really good throw.
And it just is spot on where it needs to be.
They're going for 2.
Sure, why not?
Make this a 2-score lead. If they don't get it, then that really gives Washington an opportunity.
14:08 to go here in the fourth quarter. Washington still looking. We're wondering who's going to come out there. Is it going to be Jacoby Brissett or is it going to be Jake Fromm?
This is for a
2-point conversion here.
Lead if they get this, being up by 7 right now. Hey, he moved. There you go. Got him. Do you think?
All right, we're going to be walking this one back now.
You think they'll kick it now?
Nah, they'll still go for it.
But I wonder how that works. So when you do a 2-point conversion, you're at like the 3-yard line, right? So if you get a penalty and then you decide to kick, you don't kick from the 8-yard line, right? Because
you'll kick from the kicking spot, I think. Yeah,
and then go back 5 yards.
I think. I don't know. It'll be interesting.
Or maybe once you've decided now they're kicking and they're kicking from the 28.
They're kicking right from the 20
or 23.
Well, the ball snapped at the 20.
Yeah.
This one's going to go up and it's going to be good here. I guess one of the reasons why you do that, by the way, is this is a touchdown and 2-point conversion for a tie, right? And Washington, of course, is at least going to attempt it if they make the touchdown. And maybe they don't attempt it if they do.
Yeah, or do they just kind of let it go?
Yeah. All right, Mr. Manchin's right. Down by 8. It's underdog time. Who are we going to see, Jake Fromm or Jacoby Brissett out here?
How about a little Jake Fromm to
Kashmir Allen?
Kemp.
Tinsley.
Oh, Tinsley. Oh, I like that.
We like ourselves some Tinsley here on Ref the District. That would be something. Off to saying Carson Wentz Jr. about to enter the game. Yeah. So Jake Fromm's going to start this fourth quarter drive for Washington as I'll change over the possession marker now. Mandalorian jumping in on that one as well. A little wincy.
Some people are saying Isaiah Mack is going to be on waivers tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
Wednesday. Come on, give him a chance to rest a little bit and get some food in his belly or something. Sheesh.
Nope. He's not out. He's not even. I mean, it's a home game, but he's not allowed on the bus home. He's got to walk home now. Somebody pick him up off to if you're there. Pick him up, help him out because he'll be sweaty and outside. Given second life to Baltimore, they had them dead to rights, gave them the first down. Baltimore able to capitalize off of that. Some good plays, though, from this third and fourth string defense. Something we're not seeing from the first or second stringers, as it is. There you go, showing my distant cousin here, John Perry, on the last time Baltimore lost. He threw a flag to give him a penalty. That's hilarious. This is such a fluky thing. Come on, Washington. Let's end it. Now, here's the question, Stoner.
All right.
Baltimore's up by 8.
Yep.
If Washington scores, does the 2-point conversion, it's 28-28.
Yep.
And it ends in a tie. Remember, preseason games, there's no overtime.
Correct.
This could very well end in a tie.
Yep.
Obviously, Baltimore, if they get the ball, they're going to play for at least a field goal.
Sure.
If it ends in a tie, how much are we still going to hear about this winning streak? Now it's no longer, but it's not really over. People can still say they haven't lost a preseason game since 2015.
I don't care.
That's how they'll present that. It will no longer be a winning streak. It would just be they haven't lost since 2015.
Now, here's a scenario I've got for you. Washington scores with about 30 seconds left.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's 28-26. And Ron Rivera
people agree
says, hey, let's just kick the extra point to make it 28-26.
That'd be frustrating. Jacoby Brissett is out there, does hand it off back to Chris Rodriguez, so he is going to work himself out of this one. That was a good first down run, too, by Rodriguez. And great to see Brissett out there, in my opinion. Yeah, let him finish it out. If you know that Jake Fromm is going to get the entirety of the Cincinnati game, don't even play him this time. Just give the reps to Jacoby, especially because he has not looked very sharp here. He is going to take the snap on 2nd and 3. He is going to get this one away. Easy first down here for Washington.
Is that Tinsley? I couldn't tell.
No, it was not Tinsley. First down. That was McGowan, by the way.
Yeah. What I have noticed is they've got their number 2s in there right now, and they've got Stromberg playing right guard with the 2s.
Yep.
So
Chris Paul
Larson,
out there on the left.
Paul. Yeah.
Yep, and Stromberg on the right.
Hold on. Who was that at left tackle?
I didn't see left tackle. I did see right tackle. Here's the pass to Dax Milne, who fights to stay upright. Dives forward, probably 5, maybe 6 yards here. And it was 5 given to him. 2nd and 5 now. Washington right about middle of the field. They're on the W, which I think the W on the field looks sharp, by the way.
Trent Scott is over at left tackle.
Okay, so Scott went from right to left. He's another swing tackle then.
Yeah, he might make the team.
All right,
too.
Delayed handoff to Rodriguez, who hits that hole hard and gets a first down.
Let's go.
Brett, thanks for watching. Yeah, where is Mason Brooks? That's a good question from Metaphor. This is a guy.
That was a little too hypey.
Too hypey?
Mason Brooks deal.
All right. Jacoby Brissett under center. He is going to hand this one off to Rodriguez. Rodriguez starts pushing and going.
Nice.
Good job. Notice, by the way, he's being very mindful. He's got both hands around that ball. Yep. He's not going to cough it up a second time. Ron Rivera giving some love for the strong run here.
Yeah, I think Mason Brooks is your third team tackle / guard, whatever. That's why he's not out there right now. He might be when they bring the thirds out.
Yep, Jacoby Brissett's going to dump this one off to Jonathan Williams, who's met in the backfield.
His tackle
gets nowhere.
I've seen him do that a couple of times. When he's getting rid of the ball to the hot read to the back, he really floats that a little too.
I don't think I've ever seen a bullet pass from Jacoby Brissett.
Boo!
Yeah.
Boo!
Mark Andrews on screen. If you're not able to watch right now and you're wondering why he's booing, Jacoby Brissett in shotgun. Jonathan Williams out to the left of him. Dax Milne motion to the backside here.
Good job, Stromberg.
That's intercepted. Bates is going to get a tackle on his resume here as Washington turns it over. And this is why you need to see more Jacoby Brissett, because
was that Brissett or Bates? I mean, we don't know until we get a better look at it. Maybe.
Sure. Did Bates break the wrong way?
Yeah. Because that was obviously a miscommunication because Bates was wide open. And he threw it in the wrong direction. Okay, I don't need any more Mark Andrews on my screen. Okay.
Mark Andrews is lucky that he did not suit up for this game, because Mark Andrews was going to get there. You're right, Brett. I know nothing of the Redskins. Plenty familiar with the Redskins, the football team, and the Commanders, though. We do appreciate you jumping in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Money Moo, that was picked off.
So we're idiots, dipshits, and we should lose our job.
Oh, watch the names. Watch the language there.
I
got to have the censor button ready here. Baltimore running this one up for about 3 yards. Washington needs to make quick work of this. Here we go as Bates rounds this one out. And
which one?
I'm going to go with Jacoby on a bad pass. I'm going with Jacoby on a bad pass. I don't see where. That's just not a good play there. So I got Brown Jr. in here for Baltimore. He's going to hand this one off and it is going to go nowhere. Nice tackles by the boys in Burgundy.
William Bradley King sighting. He's not getting a job.
Yeah, we talked about them hitting on 7th rounders, and they definitely have got a couple of gems out there, but Jacoby Brissett is, again, not someone I want to see.
Hey, Brett, thanks for stopping by, but guess what? You gone.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
I think Brett might have been talking about the broadcasters. Nice bend there from 66. And Brown's going to get this one away and is not going to be caught. It's going to be 4th down. So Washington's going to be able to get this ball back here.
Still plenty of time, 9-10 to go in the game.
Yeah, there's plenty. Yeah, Daniel, it's not that I'm not impressed by him. It's just that I know what he is. Right? Like he's not a game changer.
Yeah.
He's not bad. He's easily one of the probably top 5 backups in the league. But he is very much a backup. Punt is away. Yeah, Kashmir Allen looking to return this one. Lots of grass in front of him. Trying to decide. Hits the hole here. Pretty nice. Decent return there. About 20 yards on the return. But, I mean, he had a lot of green grass.
Yeah,
that was a booming punt. So Washington's going to start this one right about midfield, about 40-some yards. Commandalorian asking to put Howell back in. No thanks. No thanks. Do score one quickly. I want to stop Baltimore again and then put this on Joey Sly.
So what? Get a touchdown and then bring them back for a winning field goal? that what you're saying?
Yeah, let's do it. It was predicted earlier, I think, by Gus Bus saying that it was going to be Tucker missing a 65-yarder to extend the undefeated streak.
Oh, yeah.
Let it be Joey Sly making a 65-yarder to end the streak. How fun would that be? Yeah, Aaron, good point. Ravens top 5 winning organization over the last 25 years. They played to win preseason, regular season, postseason. They're a good team. They're a good organization. You know, we talked a lot with the Believe in Ravens crew about culture and what it means, and you definitely want to check that one out. I know it was partially a preview for this, but there was some good insight to the Ravens organization. There's a reason why they've been, you know, Washington had a stranglehold on a lot of that Southern Maryland, you know, real estate, and they've been steadily losing it to Baltimore Ravens fans because the Ravens are a well put together organization. They're winning football games. You have poor ownership and poor decision making being made in Ashburn and there in Landover, Maryland. So hopefully things are going to turn around. I hated being in Annapolis and being outnumbered. You're 30 minutes away from the stadium. To be fair, you're also about 30, 45 minutes away from Baltimore too, but I just wanted to see more burgundy out and about from around me.
I'm 15 minutes from Baltimore.
Yeah.
You're right down the road.
Off to watch 11 come in and Heineke us to believing he should be our second string QB.
Yeah.
Jake Fromm is not going to do that. Jake Fromm's not going to do that. But here he is. It is Jake Fromm time. That's the last we're going to see of Jacoby Brissett. Jacoby better get some playing time in the Cincinnati game because he needs some reps. Excellent stiff arm here. As
Is that Gore?
That's
Derek Gore.
First down.
Yep, Derek Gore.
Gore with the first down rush.
Their 11th string running back.
Heck of a stiff arm there. Just shoved that guy out of the way. Braden Daniels in.
Oh, he is in. All right.
Yeah.
Where's he playing? Left tackle. No,
Curtis Hodges in at tight end as well. Kashmir Allen seeing some time up top here as a wide receiver as we're getting deep into the roster now. This one is again Gore dancing a little too much in the background. Field this time. He's going to get tackled for a small loss, about a yard. Man, remember when we saw or maybe Curtis Hodges is out there still, right?
Yeah.
So when we saw him at camp last year and we're like, this guy is just a beast. He looks really tiny out there. I mean, he's tall, but
he's like 6'8", I think.
Yeah, he's tall, but he's not. Look at him; he's wiry. You can see him down here. I mean, he is not he looks more like a wide receiver, like a big-bodied wide receiver, than he does a tight end. This ball is tipped at the line. Jake Fromm finds
wide open too.
His himself dirtying those white pants the Washington chose to wear today. I'm pretty sure, again, first time we're seeing this burgundy on white. Yeah.
So
tipped to the line. It was looking at Gore.
I think Stromberg's playing center now.
That's good. Get the center some center reps.
I believe. Let me double check, but yeah, I think so. Let's see. I think Mason Brooks is in there, maybe at right guard, maybe. So
it is going to be 3rd and 10 here at the 44-yard line of Baltimore. Jake Fromm scrambling, looking downfield, gets this one away. This is going to be a first down by McGowan. First down. Jones Smith is one of the linemen there. And you just saw him.
Nolan Laufenberg is playing right guard.
So again, still no Mason Brooks.
Yeah.
Gore with a nice pass block. Some good protection there. Stromberg looking a little lost as he gets turned around. All right, 1st and 10 here. 6:58 to go. Jake Fromm getting this one out. It's nice, easy pass. Tinsley siding.
All right, Mitchell Tinsley. Here we go.
That's a name a lot of people like. They want him to stay on the roster, but I do think he's practice squad bound as he does catch that one for 6 yards. He's going off, so he's not even staying on the field right now. This time, I formation. Jake Fromm gonna hand this one off. This one's Jarrett frickin' Patterson getting 3 yards.
Yard short on 3rd down. It's getting late. 6:10 to go.
3rd and 1. 6:07 and counting. Tinsley coming back out now. Jarrett Patterson still in there. Gore's in there. So you're running 2 linebackers. Or sorry, 2 running backs. Thanks. It is getting late. Hodges and Tremaine. Tinsley.
All right, here we go. Jake
Offset
Fromm,
formation. Tinsley in motion off to the right-hand side. It is going to be handed off for a 1st down to Gore, who spins his way out. First down. Yeah, Gore's looking pretty sharp here. That's
I liked him.
Tommy, I love the finger point. We got that going now. Yeah, Gore's looking pretty sharp, looking like he's going to steal a practice squad spot. I think he would be under a veteran, right? He's
been around for
this is his 4th season. Yeah. 5 minutes left here as Washington's in the red zone, 16-yard line. Delayed handoff to Jarrett Patterson, going to make it back to the line, but no further than that. Hodges, as big as he is, getting bullied around there on the edge. Even got a yard. They're going to give him a yard off of that.
Yeah.
All right. Jarrett Patterson, a hometown favorite, playing his ball down there with Chase Young and DeMatha.
He didn't play at DeMatha.
No?
They played together before Chase went to DeMatha.
I
can't remember. I can't remember the school, but yeah. JFP did not go to DeMatha.
Jake Fromm getting that one out to Patterson. Patterson fighting his way. That's going to be called a touchdown.
He went out of bounds. But I love it.
That's going to be called a touchdown, but we're waiting to see.
And there's a flag.
What the flag is here.
Flag is face mask, I believe.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain this is going to be on the defense for a face mask. Now the question is did he step out of bounds?
I thought he stepped out of bounds. I thought it was pretty clear.
Jarrett Patterson looking like he might have a touchdown.
Whoa.
Personal foul, face mask.
Ron just said go for 1.
There's 4 minutes left. Really?
I saw him doing this when he was walking back towards his.
So they are going to call this one a touchdown here. We're going to watch. There's the face mask.
Yep.
Let's make sure he doesn't step out.
Right. Nope.
Stays in bounds.
Oh, wow.
Jarrett freaking Patterson.
Give me the music, Nathan.
Hail to the Commanders. Hail victory. Jarrett freaking Patterson.
You know what I saw is the defender had on a white sleeve, and his elbow went out, and I thought that was Patterson's foot.
I gotta update.
They're going for
this.
2. I lied. Why are they at the? Oh, he went out of bounds. Wait, why are they at the 1?
2-point attempts. This is a fake. Should be an easy. No.
Oh,
he was
what
tackled
just
play. Shy. That was an excellent defensive play by Baltimore.
By the way, why are they going from the 1? I thought they go from the 3.
The 2, I believe, is what it is.
That was at the 1.
Metaphor saying should be at the 1. Yeah. Aaron, that was a heck of a hit here. This was wide open. Arma should have gotten an easy walk in. The ball's just coming out late and just
behind him.
A little bit behind him, and it's just a solid tackle here
Yeah, it was
from the guy who was bear hugging Terry McLaurin earlier. That's Kelly.
So they're gonna keep their streak alive. 28.
You don't know that. That's fourth down. We're gonna see a lot of running here.
But I don't understand why they were going from the 1. Were they going from the 2? They were at the 1.
Did they take the penalty on the conversion? Could have. Half the distance to the goal.
All right.
Yep. Face mask. Everyone's calling it.
Good call, Dougford.
Yep.
And Metaphor called it too. So it was
you're going to kick this deep, and you're going to
3 timeouts.
You're going to try to stop it. Yep. You got all your timeouts. Baltimore looking like they were expecting perhaps an onside kick. This is dropped in the end zone, so he's not going to take this anywhere. He looked like he wanted to run that out, which I kind of wanted him to.
Yeah. Why don't they, when Baltimore has 8 dudes up within 10 yards of the receiving line, why don't they just pop that up like 3/4 deep? I don't know.
You still had a mismatch. There's still 3 Baltimore guys there who can get to that before your guys can.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. They'll get to it first.
And then you're just eating up time off the clock.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Driving for the
gotta stop them.
Take the 4 minutes off the clock. Let me make sure I update our arrow here.
Yep.
Let us know if you like the clock, by the way. We plan on updating even more, getting a little fancy, but this was his last minute decision here as Brown holds on to this one. This one's going to go for a first down and then some. He's going to make it all the way to the 50, and he steps out of bounds. No laundry on the field here.
Yikes.
That was not a good start to this drive for this defense. Big time run here by Anthony Brown Jr. Finds space. Man, Baltimore's just lined up with some good running quarterbacks, aren't they?
So he did us a favor, though, by going out of bounds.
Yep, stopping the clock at 4:01.
Only 8 seconds, so really
still going to be first down at the 49-yard line of Baltimore's. Going to fake the handoff. Now he's looking to pass. He's going to get this one out into the flats, but it's a missed tackle. Going to give second life here. Milo Eifler does knock him out of bounds.
Oh no, they kept the clock going.
Yeah, because he was touched. Nope. 3:53. They just did they stop the clock or they took the timeout? Don't take the timeout this early. Not on. That was a positive yardage play.
Like 6-7 yards or something.
2nd and 6. They are just going to mark it out of bounds. So it's 4 yards. No timeout taken. Baltimore still with the ball here. 3:50. Sure the clock is going. Yep, the clock is going.
Oh, okay. Well, the play clock's all the
here
way
we
down.
go. Here's the handoff. Baltimore is now stuffed at the line.
I think Baltimore might have a beef with the clock. Because why was it stopped that whole time and then
stopped for a little bit?
10 seconds left on the play clock.
3:25 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Baltimore driving to keep this clock moving here. 3rd and 5.
Remember those 20 seconds.
Washington trying to get one more chance.
Got to stop them here, or else you're going to have to start using all your timeouts. And then you're really in trouble.
You want to,
all right.
This ball is being aired out. This is going to be called incomplete. No flag.
Yes, sir. Let's
3
go.
minutes and a second as the Baltimore player injured on that play. There is plenty of time on the clock here. Washington get it. EP, by the way. We got to show this one. Shout out to EP with the $9.99 super chat. Do not doubt my boy, Jarrett frickin' Patterson.
All right. Good call.
All right. JFB in there. Loved it.
That was a really impressive play.
That was a really good play. It was really good. I like Jarrett Patterson. I don't know that Jarrett Patterson's going to make the roster.
He's not making the roster, Nate.
I'm talking even practice squad.
Oh, not even practice squad, huh?
Yeah. It's.
I know the clock stops inside 5 minutes, as Lamassu is saying, but why did they start it with like 5 seconds left on the play clock? They started it. That's what I don't understand. But anyway, we'll take those 20 seconds.
Well, hopefully those 20 seconds don't bite Washington in the rear.
All right, let's bring in Howell and McLaurin and Dotson.
Yeah, pull a Harbaugh and
let's bring them all in and let's go win this thing.
Jahan Dotson was very much in street clothes. I saw him celebrating that Jarrett Patterson touchdown. He came in with a hoodie and all sorts. I was like, okay, so he's not doing it. Here the punt gets away. It's going to be fair caught by Kashmir Allen, who bobbles it just a touch. It's going to be caught at the 8-yard line. He kept a hold of it, but he definitely was not a clean catch. Not a clean catch.
Gregory says JP's not making the main roster, and EP says, I'll bet you $1. Can I get in on that? Can I get on Gregory's side on that?
EP, he's not making, like, the main roster, he ain't making 53.
Yeah,
it's
not even making 60.
Yeah, practice. Yeah, it's going to be hard. Gore has flashed very well. You know, they like Jonathan Williams. Gore in here right now. Braden Daniels playing left tackle.
Yeah, he is. All right.
Yeah.
Again, no Mason Thompson. Mason Brooks.
Yeah, I was about to say, I wouldn't see Mason Thompson either. Ball spotted at the 9-yard line for Washington, as that looks like they're trying to figure out the clock. 2:54 left. Washington with the ball. All 3 timeouts.
All right.
3 wide receivers out to your left-hand side. Gore on the right side of Jake Fromm. Looking to end the streak. Airs this one up. This one to Curtis Hodges, who lays out but unable to bring this pass in.
This is the streak breaker drive right here. This is it.
This was about as pretty as you're going to see here, and just does not end up catching this. This could have been the catch, right? This could have been the catch that people just talk about. And now we got a drop pass here, 2nd and 10 for Washington.
Reminds me very, very much of one Taylor Heineke. Very much.
Gore went out there. We are going to get a false start here.
Not his legs. He doesn't have Heineke's legs, but throwing the ball, he looks exactly like. All right. Now what? So they go 3 and out. You punt it, right?
Sure.
You got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. So you can stop them and get the ball back again.
Do you consider this 4-down territory, though?
No, that's what I'm saying. No.
You don't?
No, you get to 4th down, you punt it. That's what I'm saying. Nope. That's if you go 3 and out, you're getting rid of it.
All right, here you go. 3 down on the bottom, 1 up top. Gore out there. This one's going to be floated. Try to get some of that yardage back with Hodges. It's going to be 3rd down. You're definitely going to want. It looks like they're aiming to punt now.
Well, it's 3rd down.
I know it's 3rd and 7, but they are slow rolling this. They're not eager to get to this line.
Remember, these are 3rd stringers and such, so they do need to hurry though, so they can use that 2-minute warning as a timeout.
Yeah, they'll get this play off, and they'll be able to use the 2-minute warning as a timeout. But the question is it going to be theirs or is it going to be Baltimore's? Because
way too much
right
time.
now you've just eaten up all the time in the world.
Because you don't get
Jake Fromm looking here. There we go. This is going to be a 1st down for Washington. They're going to stop the clock at 1:58.
Hey, Kashmir Allen with a catch.
Kelly now from Baltimore limping. He's going to looks like he's going to stay on the ground there. But, yeah, it is 2-minute warning. So Washington with the chance here. 3 timeouts, 1:58 left to go. Fromm looking better than Brisket tonight. Yeah.
A lot of people are saying that.
That's I take it with a grain of salt, really. Jacoby Brissett had a bad game. Jake Fromm is Jake Fromm. Jacoby's going to bounce back. All right, that's all I'm going to say. 26 timeouts for week 18 against Dallas. Yeah, he definitely saves those timeouts, doesn't he? So we'll see how he goes. I'm assuming if that came through, that's got to be that was my, I guess, do not disturb timer going off. That's weird.
So just a quick reminder, if you get that chance, if you haven't done so yet, hit that like button. Mucho apreciato.
Tommy T hitting us with a wow on that. I'm hoping that's just him catching up to the 2-minute warning there.
So, because they're deep in the commercial here.
So, again, 65-yarder for Joey Sly. You saw 65? You saw him get one earlier that, I mean, it probably could have made it from 60.
Yeah, for sure. Pro Football Doc guy says Terry McLaurin probably has turf toe and it will affect the beginning of the season. He's just some Twitter doc, so
yeah.
But let me see if he has his.
It didn't look like turf toe to me. It looked like he got his foot rolled up onto.
He's got 201,000 followers. He's not a. He's no.
Lamaster, we shouldn't have picked up Jacoby. You need a quality backup quarterback.
Jacoby's fine. Don't worry about Jacoby.
Yeah, do not worry about Jacoby.
He did
not look good. Training. Yeah. They, by the way, wound the clock back. It is a full 2 minutes for Washington. All 3 timeouts. Braden Daniels, 4th-round pick, playing left tackle. We saw Ricky Stromberg playing right tackle. Now he's under center. Getting those young guys some reps here.
All right.
Tremaine out there at the bottom of your screen. Single back set. They really like this. Jarrett Patterson out there. Okay, this one is going to go to Tinsley.
All right, then let's go.
Nice pickup on first down there.
About 9 yards.
Now they're starting to get that urgency. 1:48 left. Second down. Going to be 2 yards to go. Jarrett Patterson eating a block, and it's still not going to be enough as we get a duck of a toss. Is this one going to be?
That's fine. It got hit his arm when he threw it, so okay. You can't call that a.
So it'll be 3rd and 2. Jarrett Patterson stepped in front there.
He got run over.
He held his own for like half a second, and then he got ran over.
Sorry, EP. He got run over.
Yeah, he definitely. I mean, he's taking a forearm to the throat.
How about a hands to the face, though? By the way.
Yeah. They called it tipped pass there.
Simpson
is 3rd and 11.
Wanting a roster spot.
Wait, so they did call this a.
I don't know why it says 3rd and 11.
Jake Fromm going to air this one out again.
Hodges
just unable to bring this down.
Why is it 4th and 11? Why is it 11?
So they absolutely called that one. They called it a fumble. Oh, they had to have called it a fumble.
I mean, that was perfect.
Hodges losing a roster spot as we speak here.
He absolutely is.
2 passes that he had hands on, and he just.
I got you.
I mean, it wasn't the greatest of passes.
Come on, you got to catch that.
But so you got to catch that.
4th and 11. Here it is, Nathan. They got 3 timeouts. Oh, no, Baltimore calls a timeout.
Baltimore taking that timeout there.
If you don't get it, are you going to use your 3 timeouts on Baltimore?
Baltimore kneels. Probably leaves you with what?
You have 3 timeouts. So first down, timeouts. Now second down. Second down, timeouts. Now third down. Third down, timeout.
Then you need a touchdown.
No, they can't stop it if they don't get this fourth down. It's over.
First down, you timeout. Second down, you timeout. Third down, you timeout. Fourth down,
you let the clock roll.
You can't let the clock roll. You took your timeouts, and then if you down it, that's a turnover on downs.
Yeah.
So they could get the.
All right, you're right.
They can get it. But come on. What yard line? Sorry, Robert. It is currently the 23-yard line. 4th and 11 now. 109 left. The snap's got to get out there. It did with 1 second. Free rusher.
Wow,
Jake Fromm. That's a flag. This is going to be a first down for Washington. Penalty on Baltimore.
I wonder, though, if we can see that if he didn't do that, if dude scoring. They blitzed. They had like 8 guys rushing.
Oh yeah, they were going for the finish here, but this is pass interference against Baltimore. Corey Mayfield pulling a Mac on us. Return of the Mac here. Oh yeah, he was.
Oh, that's a touchdown because there's nobody back there.
Yeah, he saved a touchdown if he doesn't tackle him there. First and 10 now for Washington. 1:04. Still all their timeouts. The ball is at the 37-yard line now.
Only need a field goal.
Jake Fromm looking to pass. Again. This is a wide open Trey Main first down. Washington.
Here we go, baby.
First down.
You only got to get about 20 more yards.
Not taking a timeout. Washington going up to the center here. 45 seconds left. They are looking to finish this off on a field goal. Jake Fromm stepping back, getting this one aired out. He is looking deep, and that was just a dropped pass by Tinsley.
Wow, come on now. That's a little harsh.
Oh, come on. It hit his hands. It hit his hands. If I'm going to call out Curtis Hodges, I'm going to call out Tinsley here. I do like Tinsley. It is okay. It was a full extension. That one was rough. That hit his hands, though. You got to bring those in.
Well, look, I mean, McLaurin would have caught it. Dotson would have caught it. But, he's Mitchell Tinsley. He's an undrafted free agent. Yeah. Nice throw, by the way.
That was good. That was a heck of a connection here as Jake Fromm's got 36 seconds. All timeouts, 2nd and 10. This one now gets to Kashmir Allen. Okay, now you got to take your timeout.
Yep. 31
Washington is going to take a timeout here.
Got 3rd and about 4. Got to get that first down, obviously, and then you can start. I mean, the timeouts are huge.
Yep.
Are huge. They still have 2 more timeouts.
Lots of time on the clock here with those 2 timeouts. It is going to be 3rd and 4. They are in Baltimore territory. It would be balls on the 44. What's that make it?
62?
62-yarder.
2 right now.
Joey Sly, career long, 58 yards. That was in week 10 against the Eagles last year.
So, I mean, you need 5 yards. You need 5 yards minimum in 2 plays.
5 yards gets you a first down.
Right. So then if you get the 5 yards, you get the first down, you call timeout. So you got 1 timeout left, and then you run it.
Again, at the beginning of this broadcast, it was a Tucker missed 65-yarder to lose the game for Baltimore that was predicted. Baltimore going to take a timeout here. Now we might be in a 60-yarder for Joey Sly to win it.
Oh, come on. We got to beat this stupid streak.
Oh, my goodness. Metaphor, give it to Jarrett freaking Patterson. I do. The only reason why I want to see this in a back's hand is if it's a wheel route or drifting out for a first down into the saving a timeout.
All right. So what happens if they get 3 yards? So then the field goal is 59 yards.
You keep going. You have 2 timeouts. You just can't go to the center of the field, right? Well, you can with these timeouts.
It's 4th down.
If it's 4th down,
are you going for it? This is 3rd and 4. If you get
you probably just you'd probably just attempt the field goal. Yeah. Here we go. Jake Fromm, 3rd and 4.
What if they don't get anything?
Ball at the 44. You need positive yardage here. You can aim for the middle. You got 2 timeouts. Jake Fromm going to aim for the sideline. This one's going to be caught.
First
Forward
down.
progress is going to give us Trey Main is going to get Washington a first down.
Yeah, first
down.
Come on, Joey Sly.
Another timeout off for Washington. They've got 1 timeout left. Trey Main making sure that he got this pass and just backed away into the thing, waited to make contact. Smart kid, by the way, right there. As you saw that he immediately, once the play was dead, he started to go with the ball to the center. The timeout needed to be called, but he was ready to make sure that they weren't going to eat up any more time on that clock. And you want that as muscle memory, right? You want that to be always the thing as you're in a rush to be like, okay, let's bring it to the center. Even if they call a timeout, all that you did was just jog out some, right? Ball on the 39 now, 26 seconds left. Washington with a timeout. First and 10.
It's at the 39. So
39 yard.
This is 57 right now. So they need
Jake Fromm looking to pass. Baltimore bringing it. This is a big pass. This is almost caught by Tinsley. They're acting as if it was a catch and fumble, but I'm fairly certain this is just going to be what clock kept going.
Yeah, they need to fix the clock.
This is going to get brought back. This was not a catch. Washington from Baltimore. Baltimore's defensive back, Washington, is banged up after this. Tinsley with almost, I mean, he has all the ground in front of him.
By the way, Tinsley, as much love as he's gotten,
that actually might be a catch.
No, it's not a catch.
Rewatch this in slow-mo. There's a reason why they let it go. And there's a reason why even Washington was going after it here. Again, defensive back from here. Watch this. He gets 2 hands on this right here. He takes 1, 2, and he's in the motion there. It was Washington who knocks that loose from Tinsley.
Interesting.
I think this might be
interesting
counted as a catch here. Let us know in the chat. Is this a catch? I think that
interesting.
I think he made enough of a football move.
Interesting. We've got controversy. Now you can't challenge. This is a booth review.
Booth review under 2 minutes.
If they review it. They
did put the clock to 22 seconds.
Right. So they got their time. So they're saying incomplete if it's at 22, right?
Yeah, I believe so. 2nd and 10 is what's up there. So it's showing as if it's going to be incomplete. Booth review is looking at it right now. Not even reviewing it. We're going to go to 2nd down here.
That was interesting, but no, I don't think.
Oh, man. If that was a catch, that is over. Yeah, Tinsley's got to hold on to it here. 22 seconds, still 1 timeout left for Washington.
Your whole field's available to you. You can throw it in the middle of the field.
Ball at the 39.5. Low snap.
Again.
Jake Fromm airing this one, just continues to air it out. And again, looking for Tinsley. They've really been aiming at Tinsley here. It's 3rd and 10. You have another opportunity here. That was Kelly, who we've known is banged up as well. Baltimore has a lot of banged up defensive backs. Is Eric Bieniemy on 3rd and 10 gonna again go for it all?
Just throw a slant. They're bringing 7, 8 guys every time. The middle is wide open. Throw a slant. If you don't score, you're in good field goal range. Because right now you're looking at 57 yards.
Jake Fromm moving around. Okay, this one is going to go to Kashmir Allen, who's going to just get the ball a little bit closer here.
You got a kick now.
It is going to be 4th down.
Yep.
Does Riverboat run?
You're at about 50
Send out
yards.
Joey Sly.
Send him out.
Joey Sly is walking onto the field.
Come on, baby.
Showing his career field goal attempts in final minute of 4th quarter. He's 1 for 3.
Yikes.
Let's make it 2 for 4, Joey. 2 for 4. Remember, Washington had a low snap from Cheeseman.
No timeouts left for Baltimore. They can't ice him. 49 yards.
49 yarder. This is makeable.
Hold on.
I'm good with Cheeseman getting in the motion, right?
Yeah.
What are we waiting on now? 14 seconds left on the clock. 49-yard attempt is what's trying to happen right now.
The official wasn't ready for play. Oh, Washington
icing their own kicker? What is going on here? Washington now out of timeouts. Baltimore's out of timeouts. Sorry, I got to update that as well. 14 seconds left on the clock. A 49-yard field goal is being attempted by Joey Sly. And this is on the right hash.
All right.
You got to figure that was intentional. This is probably where he likes it.
Here we go.
Ball's down. Ball
That's
is
good.
And ball is good.
Yes, sir. Take that.
That's
Take that,
what
Ravens.
I'm talking about.
Take that, Ravens.
9 seconds on the clock now. Washington might walk away with a Monday night victory against the Baltimore Ravens in preseason. Love it.
What a kick.
That was an ugly looking ball. I thought for sure that was going to be just yanked. Look at this. One, it barely gets above the line here. And it looks like it was just going to straight hook in. And that's
down the middle.
It was not down the middle.
That was good.
Let's go. There we go. Joey Sly with the 49-yard field goal. Look at Josh Harris. He's happy.
All
right.
He's high-fiving. That's the Verizon CEO.
Yeah. 9 seconds left for the Ravens to extend their preseason winning streak. Jake Fromm, pretty happy. Jake Fromm looks like he's like 40 or 35 years old here.
Look at EP throwing out some shade.
MG is a Cowboy lover, but he's definitely a Commanders hater as this kick also goes out. By the way, if Washington, if NFL would just agree to my rule where you kick it through the uprights during a kickoff, that it's a point,
they could have tied
Washington would have already probably would have been up at this point by a field goal.
All right, so are they going to throw it?
Aaron already saying that the streak is over.
Are they going to throw it?
Cue, boom, baby, record blown, statement made. We'll see. We got one play left, 10 seconds. Brown Jr.'s out here. And this is prevent defense. There's no timeouts. This ball has to go to the sideline or it has to go all the way. Is this the Hail Mary right here? Or are you going to do you got to do a chunk play, right?
Nah.
Brown Jr. looking. He is going to be rushed into a big pass. This one is going to be intercepted, and the game is over. Washington walks away with the victory. To the Commanders, hail victory.
And they're going to go celebrate.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Big time victory here. There is technically 1 second on the clock. Send my man Sam Howell out to practice his victory formation. Or are you going to give it to Jake Fromm? Give it to Jake Fromm for the victory here. Smith with the interception. Good job playing the ball. No question there. Jake Fromm going to be out there for the victory formation.
Beautiful. How about that, huh? That's just a good feeling, man. It's just a good feeling. It means absolutely nothing, but it's a good feeling. That's all there is to it.
Washington, the streak breakers.
It's
a few years back ago, they beat the 11-0 Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yep.
Last year was the Philadelphia Eagles at 10-0, and this year it was the 24 preseason game winning streak
24-0
that ends right here for Baltimore. Great work by Sam Howell early on, and the starters ended the half 17-14 up for the Commanders. Just great play from him. Really enjoyed it. Some things to work on, of course, but liked what we saw from the starters. Jacoby Brissett and the second string, not nearly as impressive. Some big question marks there for our second stringers. Third stringers coming out. Some bad plays, Stoner. I'm not happy with Curtis Hodges, and I'm not happy with Tinsley right now.
Yeah.
Just a couple big plays that they could have made for the team made this a little bit easier, but Washington does walk away with a victory. Thoughts on the game?
It's a win. Let's move on. Worried about Terry, but yeah, happy for the win.
Next, I do want to point out during the regular season, we are going to do a mini break, and then we'll come back and we're actually going to talk about the game right after it happened, right? We want people's raw emotions, so we're going to be getting that right over there. We will be bringing you a day after reckoning, though, for this one, where we're going to break down that 2-minute drive. We've got all great content coming this week. It is a little bit late. I'm agreeing with EP, and I'm agreeing with Stoner here that a win is a win. Absolutely. And we will talk all about Eric Bieniemy and his play calling and all that tomorrow. You're going to want to make sure that you stick around for that one tomorrow, 7:30 Eastern, right? Is that the plan, Stoner?
7:30 Eastern. Yes.
Yep. For day after reckoning. So make sure you check that out. But until next time,
streak is over.
Be a fan.